What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to Rossonari TV. Today we're opening the line and see what people have to say about the week, about the game of the Venezia game, and in general what's going on in Serie A, some Maldini's interviews, and some transfer market. Oh, Alan is here. Alan GRG. Yeah, Forza Milan already doing his rating. Besides Diaz and Salamakers, everyone else played well. Well, let's see. Oh, Christian, man, how's it going? I don't Cristo, sorry. Let me put the link out there. Let's see who's gonna join the live. If not, anyway, everyone is welcome to join the live. Let me see if anyone is gonna come in and talk about AC Milan. But at the moment, actually, I'm watching Inter Lazio, so it's a pretty solid game. Inter is playing way better than Lazio. It's kind of dominating the game, what I'm watching here. But what a game, by the way. Roma Juventus or Juventus Roma. What was that? That was crazy. Crazy Serie A. This this weekend was amazing. Anyway, Roy is gonna join as well, and let's talk about Milan. Guys, let me know what do you think about the Venezia game, because I watched the game, but I was not completely focused. I watched the first half, and the second half I was a bit distracted because I was doing some stuff. But it looked pretty easy, you know. It looked something like not not incredible football, but still we got the 3 points. Teo Hernandez scoring 2 goals. Ibra getting a goal to unlock the game. So pretty good, pretty good. And hopefully Inter is gonna suffer a bit. I have a bit of pressure for that. But let's see. I think Inter is looking pretty good. It's pretty solid as a team. Yeah, man. Roma choked. I think, man, the penalty Pellegrini missed, and that was crazy. He missed it twice, basically. Just some teams are not, man, they're not good enough, man. Just they look good in the summer, all these players and Mourinho and stuff like that. But after that, it's just not good enough. Not good enough. Serie A. By the way, there's 6 people watching, so just like the live if you like it, and subscribe. What do you guys think about the formation Pioli started today? There was the classic AC Milan formation, I would say, apart from how's it called? Instead of KC, we had Bakayoko, and I think Bakayoko did really well. He was pretty solid in that midfield, way more relaxed and more comfortable than the other games, and I think he can manage the next few games. Well, let's see what's gonna happen. Goal Inter scored a goal basically right now. I think it's an incredible goal from Bastoni. Best game today. Oh, okay. Tell me a bit more about that. What do you think about his performance today? If he was like a proper captain performance, and I know he was not the captain. I think who was the captain today? It was still Teo or someone else. What a goal, Bastoni, man! That was an incredible goal. I don't think he's offside. No, I don't think there is any offside. There is a guy on the way, but the right. I don't think he's offside. Yeah, yeah, not reckless. That's how a fullback should be, man. Yeah, Theo. By the way, Theo did a great pass to Leao. I feel like his view of the game is improving a lot. He's looking around him and he's finding those passes. I think it was really important. Yeah, Theo was the captain. Yeah. Yeah, because I saw on I think it was Gazzetta or somebody else that put the captain to Tonali, and I was like, why? Should be Theo again. And after that, I didn't. Yeah. We have to talk about this because I know Tonali got a yellow card. Thank God, we knew that he's going to get one to avoid Spezia and actually play Juventus. But Theo still has that yellow card, so it's still there. The suspension is kind of pending there. So if he does a mistake against Spezia, he can get a yellow card and miss Juventus, and that would be just stupid, you know. In one season, Theo is missing Inter and Juventus. Yeah, I think he chose to get that yellow, Tonali. It's not a blessing. I feel like Tonali did everything to get that yellow, especially when the game was 3-0. I'm surprised why Theo didn't get that yellow. It's a bit weird. But let's see what Pioli is thinking. Probably, in my mind, probably Pioli is not gonna play Theo against Spezia and keep him in the bench and play maybe Calabria that is coming back. But let's see what's going on. Anyway, Roy is joining us, guys. So let me see, Roy, man.
Hey man, what's up?
Oh, good, man. How's it going?
Very good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm chill. We won today. We did our job. We've done our part. So I'm pretty good. Inter just find the goal a few minutes ago with an insane goal from Bastoni.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What
great.
what kind of goal was it?
Uh, uh, he shoot from outside the box, basically. It was
Oh,
like a 25 meters, incredible, precise, great goal, you know.
damn, that's crazy. Oh, okay. Oh, wow,
Yeah,
nice. Did you
was an
see
amazing
the
goal.
Did you see the Juve Roma game or Roma
Yeah,
Juve
I
game?
saw I saw the last 20 minutes and it was completely crazy. It was madness, Serie A madness.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but it seems like it was an insane game.
Yeah, it was a beautiful game, but not a good game. You know what I mean? The defense was all over the place. Both the two teams had bad
Right.
defensive.
7 goals. I mean, yeah.
7 goals and Roma, man, is such a
What's wow?
poor team.
Three. Those are two big defeats for them in a row. Roma. I mean, first the Milan, then Juve. You know, the Roma fans are not going to like that.
No, no,
So,
no. Mourinho is getting cooked, man.
oh yeah, he's going to be cooked. Yeah, for sure. He's getting cooked right now. Um, but yeah, man, I saw the game. I stayed up all night and I saw the game,
Nice.
and it was very good. It was excellent. The team played really well. I mean, they play like true professionals, man. They play like true professionals. Did you see the game? Were you able to see the game in the end?
Yeah, I saw the game, but I was watching it like the first half. I was Lazio goal, Immobile goal, 1-1. That's crazy, man. Big mistake. Andanovic did a big mistake, but I think somebody else did a mistake as well in the midfield. That's interesting.
Mm,
Yeah, I watched the game. I liked it because I think the team was organized and they went there to win the game. You know what I mean? No
yeah,
beautiful football, just do
yeah.
your job. Let's
Professional.
score. Yeah, professional. Great game. And that's the approach I want AC Milan to have every time they go away in these small, you know,
Yeah,
stadiums.
no
Ooh, that
nonsense.
was a massive mistake from De Vrij and Andanovic. Both of them, they did a massive mistake. I mean,
Your bro-
I would say it's more De Vrij because Andanovic had to actually cover the Vrij mistake. He was kind of unprepared. Red John is here, man. Red John, are you watching the game?
Yeah, man, I'm watching the game. Thank God Lazio scored scored because
Yeah, but
Like
Inter
so
is
far,
dominating, man. Inter is
yeah,
dominating.
Inter is
I
dominating
think Inter is
exactly.
gonna win this game.
So I hope
It was just
Lazio somehow hold
luck.
on to this result because I don't see them winning. Yeah,
No, I don't see them winning as well. They are too weak, too disorganized, and that goal Lazio had, it was a De Vrij mistake, and Andanovic, I think, was like he was like, "Oh shit, what are you doing, De Vrij?" And he tried to cover the mistake, but it was too late. So I thought it was Andanovic's
yeah,
mistake, but it's
basically.
a De Vrij mistake. Anyway, what do you think about? You didn't watch the Venezia game, Rajon? I
I
think.
I didn't I, I didn't hear the alarm, man. Like I came home late yesterday because I went out. So, but I didn't hear the alarm, dude. So when I woke up, the match had already finished.
Plastic supporter, man. Roy, what else
Yeah,
these kids,
Man,
man?
exactly,
dude,
exactly. Fucking.
I fucking stayed up all night, guys. I watched
Man,
it.
these kids, man.
Went to
I'm a plastic. I'm a plastic. It's
Plastic
incredible,
supporter.
like I
incredible,
couldn't believe. I cannot believe it.
incredible.
Listen, dude,
The alarm. Didn't
dude.
listen to the
I
alarm.
swear, I couldn't believe I didn't listen to the alarm because my alarm wakes up the dead, man. It's like a
Maybe
crazy
it was
kind
a
of
plastic
alarm.
alarm. Didn't
Somehow I
check.
missed it.
It was a
What?
plastic
What?
alarm.
How did you miss it? What did you
So
drink?
yeah, but no, but I wasn't super drunk. I just came out super late. I came out at around like 8 a.m. or something. So I was like, I'm gonna sleep for some hours. I actually even commented on your guys' live. Every time I would go out for a smoke, I would open YouTube and watch you guys. So see how faithful I am.
That's true. That's true. I was joking, Rajon. I know you're not a plastic fan, man. I know when you talk about AC Milan, you put the all art in there, man. Talking about the club. I wanted to ask you,
Yeah, man.
Rajon, about because me and Roy, we had this daily Milan now. We talk about a lot of news and stuff like that. What do you think so far about what's going on in this week? The transfer market. I don't think the Sven Botman is going to happen, but the Maldini's interviews, because he had a lot of interviews this week. What do you think about Maldini, man? Do you think he's doing the right things at the moment? How do you see so far?
Yeah, I think Maldini is doing like I have never blamed Maldini about, and even when I've criticized the management, it's not been necessarily Maldini. If I have an issue, I have an issue with how much money Maldini has at his position, right? Or at his how much the Elliot is willing to give Maldini to spend, right? So Maldini,
Yeah,
but I like one thing about Maldini. Maldini is super direct with the fans, which not many sporting directors do that, right? They try to I don't know, to avoid difficult questions, but Maldini says it straight to your face. This is not Berlusconi's Milan. Don't expect us to make super big purchases, which hurts, but I'd rather be hurt than live with the dreams of us spending big, right? So yeah, so I respect that
yeah,
from
but
Maldini. Other than that, we are there fighting for the title, so he has done everything right. Like I cannot talk shit about a team that is there playing good, winning with their C team, dominating Roma with their C team. So I cannot talk shit in general. Of course, I can criticize a player or another. This does not mean that I cannot criticize anything, right? But overall, Milan is doing very good.
yeah, about the money, when Maldini says we don't expect spending the same money Berlusconi, buying the best players in the
Best
world.
player.
Yeah, I think we all know that we cannot afford the best players in the world, those top 20 players in the world. But
Yeah, but
we can still spend 30-40 million for a player, and that doesn't mean you buy the best player in the world. So I think
yeah,
like
but
he's talking about like more 80, 90, 100 million type of price. That's my point.
maybe at least the way I understood it was more like we cannot get the Vlahovic, we cannot get
No,
like
Vlahovic is
not
not
the
the
absolute
best player in the
best
world.
players.
He's
Exactly.
not the best player
This
to me.
this exactly. This is what I'm saying. Like I'm not talking about the super very best players. I'm talking about a level above them. a level below them.
I think he
Sorry.
was talking about the best players in the world. He was talking like we never gonna afford a player like Mbappe, like De Bruyne, or we can never go and approach for Lewandowski or whatever these big names are. In each big club, we cannot go and buy, for example, the best player, Osimhen. We cannot go and afford Osimhen because he's the best player at Napoli. But what we can do, we can go for a promising player that it looks like can be a star, like Vlahovic is. So I still believe in putting inside the club incredible players, still not sure things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
know.
Roy, what do you think about this topic, man? About the Maldini saying that we're not gonna buy the biggest player in the world.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, he's talking about the players that cost a shitload of money. That like Hakimi. You need to get Hakimi. We can't get Hakimi. You need to get any player that is probably above 60 million, 70 million. You're not going to get, right? But players that maybe are below that, most realistically, I would say also in the 40 millions, 50 millions maximum. I mean, I would think that there must be an advance because they must have made a little bit more money, so they can spend a little bit more money than last year. But I don't think that much money.
I'll be honest with you. If they spend the same amount of money we spent last year, it's still a good. I feel confident because that amount is gonna, it's gonna tell you, yeah, we're gonna add some few players. They're good.
I mean, to be honest with you, the team is solid. So if you spend that amount to get two even big elements, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's true. Of course, there are some players that you have to figure out what their loans are, right? I mean, Florenzi, if I'm Milan, I keep Florenzi because today he had an amazing game. Like his level was super high. So Bakayoko, another player. I want to keep this guy, Messias came in second half. He played really well, dribbling, creating things. I want to keep Messias. So you have to get those done, and those are cheap. And then everything that you have left, you spend on maybe a big midfielder because if Kessie leaves, you spend it on big, not De Bruyne. That's the thing. But
yeah, of course, a guy that works, that is big for us and works on our system.
Yeah,
and I guess it's more like finding the next big thing. I try to keep him for at least for one contract and the renewal. You know what I mean? So a period of 6 years, let's say. So that's the main goal. Find if you think of Theo Hernandez, he is a 70 million player. We have him, so we don't need to buy one. So holding on him for 6 years, that would be great,
Laird, if that happens, Laird, I don't know how much I will be happy, dude. I honestly don't know how happy I will be. And the messaging right now is good. Even today, I saw that Fabrizio Romano tweet.
Yeah. Do you think? I want to ask Rajon. Do you think, because we talked in the other Milan Daily, I say something controversial, I would say. I say that Leao value is 100 million. That if somebody comes for Leao, we should sell him for 100 million. Do you agree with me? Do you think is the right price or not? What do you think about that?
I think 100 million is a fuck off kind of price, which I agree with, in the sense that I want to keep Leao. I don't want to sell Leao. And if someone has to come and get one of our best players, he better overpay for him, right? So I think 100 million, it should be the price of Leao, in the sense that we put a very high price so that teams don't come to get him. And if they have, or they want to really get him, they have to overpay for him. I don't think Leao is worth 100 million right now, but I think Leao is for sure worth as much as Vlahovic, meaning 60 million for sure. I wouldn't give Leao for 50 million, for example.
But if Jack Grealish is worth 120 million euro, so 100 million pounds, why not Leao? What, for
Yeah,
example,
but
Jadon Sancho is 95 million pounds, something like that.
yes, but they are both English players. Get it in the sense that
Yeah.
they are bought by English teams, and they are part of the system of a system with a lot of money. Leao is a Portuguese team, so unless Benfica comes to you with 100 million, or Leao becomes a splendid player, in which case, or an amazing player, like Leao being an amazing player means Leao has to play like this, but with consistency, right? So if he finds the consistency to be this decisive every single match, Leao will be worth more than 100 million. Sadly, he cannot be worth 100 million just like that because it just so happens that he is not English, and right now the market for the English players
No,
is
I
just
disagree with this. With this,
it
the
has a
market for the English player.
50% more on the price
No,
just
no,
because they're
the
English.
English player have a high price because English team wants to buy them. It's not because they are English.
I have
That's
an
the
opinion
thing.
about this too. I have an opinion about this too.
Yeah, go for it, man. Tell me what do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, yes, Dad, but this is why I said that.
Well, guys, I mean,
Yeah, but
Leao has a contract up until 2024, I believe, right? Something like that. Anyway, it doesn't end this summer nor the next summer. Maybe it ends the summer after. So up until then, if Leao is performing, if I want to keep him, yeah, I would definitely slap a huge price on him, 100 million, 120 million, because up until we own the player, the contract, and we think he is worth that kind of money, no problem. We can place that kind of money on him, and that's what I would do. At least, I mean, I would keep him by putting a big price on him, and I I think there are clubs that are crazy to pay crazy money. So
now for
that does,
me, it's
that doesn't
yeah. Go,
necessarily
sorry.
mean that doesn't necessarily mean we can keep him though.
No, for me, it's simple as if Leao is deciding to leave AC Milan, he's gonna go for the top 6, 7 clubs in the world, and the top 6, 7 clubs in the world have the money to pay 100 million. That's simple as that. If he wants to move to Man City has to pay 100 million because Manchester United paid 100 million for Jadon Sancho. That's how it works. If Bayern Munich wants Leao, it's 100 million. If Real
Yeah,
Madrid wants Leao, it's 100 million. Those are the clubs we
I
sell
agree with
Leao.
that.
We're
I
not
definitely
selling
agree with that.
Leao to Napoli, or we're not selling Leao to Leicester City. We're selling Leao to top clubs, the top 4, top 6 that can pay 100 million in England, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG. These guys, they have to pay 100 million because they paid before 150, 160 for garbage player at the age of Leao with less goal, with one season wonder type of player. So I don't care. That is the right price. That is the market price. You are City, you spend 100 million. That's the money. Give me that money, and you have Leao. Leao is not going to move for a team that cannot afford 100 million. Because if he moves for a team that cannot afford 100 million, I may as well you
Might as
stay
well
to
stay at
AC
Milan.
Milan. Yeah, that's the thing. So my opinion is now our players like Leao, I would say another player that Theo Hernandez, 70 million. Why we say 70 million? Because he's gonna make a move to a team that can pay that 70 million. And another player that I think we should put a price on it, if for example, Benacer can move from AC Milan and go to a club that is similar to AC Milan. That's why you cannot ask more than 40, 50 million for Benacer right now.
And to
But
be
if he
honest,
starts, yeah,
to be fair, Benacer, his performances has not even justifies a higher price from that. So he has to show more too to get to those prices.
No,
yeah, that's true. That's true as
also,
well.
no one like you. I agree with Leao, but with Benacer, I don't really agree. Like because Benacer has a 50 million clause right now. No one's going to pay 50 million for Benacer. Benacer is a very good player, but he has been kind of disappointing for the last year, right? Ever since he got COVID in January of last season, he hasn't really been that powerhouse that he used to be.
Well, I don't think Benacer is done, right? I just think it's just a
No,
moment. But 50
yeah,
million, I think, is
exactly.
fair. To be honest with you, for Benacer, I think it's fair. Like this guy is the real deal. Benacer is the real deal. He's African champion, best player of the tournament, and a young age. We've seen what he can do. He can really be a leader in the midfield. But I mean, right now he has a lot of competition. I don't know. Him and Kessie are not having the greatest of seasons right now, so I don't know about that. But he's worth a lot. I
But
think
I
he's
mean,
worth a
right now
lot.
he has a lot of competition. I don't know.
Vasily, man, just close the audio so we can at least we cannot hear ourselves.
Now, guys, Theo, though, if Theo 70 million is starting to seem little, if this is how he does.
No, man, it's still a good money. Of course, I would love to sell Theo for 120. I mean, don't get me wrong. As much as I can sell the guy, if I have to sell him, it's better, But 70 million is still a good price. But I
Yeah,
guess it's not. It looks
I wouldn't sell Theo for anything, man. I really hope they keep him, man. I really do.
as we talked before. It looks like he's gonna stay longer because he's renewing. He's thinking to renew. Let me check if Vasily is. Man, how's it going, my man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? What's up, big boss? Roy is
Yeah,
here,
man.
man, and
Sorry,
There's only
guys.
one boss here, man. You know that.
no, man. Roy actually saw you, and he just left, and now he's gonna blame the connection because he's scared.
No, I don't
I
think I
just
don't
saw
think
it.
Roy is scared of anybody. He just
No,
Roy
no,
is
Roy.
Roy, man.
Actually, Roy feels really guilty, and I'm not guilty. A bit like he's like regretting the crazy stuff we said. I'm not regretting nothing of what I say in that live. I really believe in everything I said.
Are you talking
Of course,
about our last couple weeks ago heated conversation?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey,
So,
man,
but
like
anyway,
that's just how sometimes things go, man. Like I don't take it in any like personal way, man.
no,
Unless
exactly.
unless somebody's trying to like personally get on me, then it's a different story.
No, no, we are starting fresh in 2022. Positivity, and we want to win titles, man. And you want to win titles, you need to be positive. You need to believe it. It's like a religion. You need to actually believe. Oh, there is an interesting comment here that I want to ask Red John about this. First of all, Kangu is bragging about, oh yeah, Leao should score 20 plus goals and blah 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 if you want to sell him 100 million because Jadon Sancho scored all these goals and assists in Germany. So my next question is, let me see, where is that comment? There was a comment, an interesting comment talking about Jadon Sancho. Oh, so basically, Jadon Sancho in 2019, 2020, he scored basically 17 goals and 16 assists. Do you think Red John Leao can do that in Germany with Borussia Dortmund? Because you live in Germany, so you know the league a bit better than
Yeah.
us. With Borussia Dortmund, with Erling
uh,
Haaland and that attacking type of football.
yeah, I do, but because Borussia Dortmund, even when they are not the second place team in the table, they are still the second best team in the league overall. First of all, and second
Yeah.
of all, it's in Germany the football is played too open, man. Like you see both teams pressing high. You see both teams. Like you will not get that much space in Serie A. Serie A it's a little bit more closed, so it's harder to score goals overall. In Serie A, this is the reason why you don't see many tall and big strikers doing well in other leagues, but doing very well in Serie A because there you have tight
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
spaces in Serie A. So a bigger striker has more of exactly.
no. What I see about Germany, the football in Germany, you don't find the Udinese type of team that is gonna
So
to
this
ruin
is
your
why I
day.
think Leao would for sure.
Oh, Rajon, I think I lost you, or Maud. I think Rajon, I lost you.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I don't know, man. Can you hear me now?
now I can hear you. Yeah. Now I can hear you. Yeah, finish your comment, John. Nope. I guess his connection is a bit low. Vasily, man, can you hear me? Or no? Anyone is gone.
I'm here. Can you hear
Anyway,
me?
yeah, man, I can hear you. I
I
think.
don't know what happened.
Do you follow a bit of the German football, Roy? What do you think?
No, I
I
know
think.
that. I know that in Germany, football is actually very difficult, and it's very. There's a lot of quality in Germany. Dortmund, the way they play and the team they are in Germany, I would say probably yes. Leao could have a huge impact at a young age. Um, for me, I don't know. I haven't seen Sancho enough to really judge him, but I find it strange that he is not very impactful and has that price. Like I would expect someone that has that price is right away contender for Ballon d'Or. Like those prices are crazy. Um, I haven't seen that at all from Sanchez. I mean, in the World Cup, I mean in the Euros, he was absent. He definitely did not convince Southgate to have him as a star player. And
Yeah.
in Manchester United, there's nothing. Manchester United is doing really poorly right now, so they're going through some shit, and Sancho's not solving anything for them. 100 million is too much. Now, maybe in a few years he could be worth 100 million if he produces. But at that age, 100 million for a player, it's like paying Maldini for 100 million. You put Maldini at Dortmund, does a good few things, and then and if you want to buy him, okay, pay 120 million.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can literally put a guy like just to make an example, a guy like Damsgaard, you can put it at Dortmund. He can do like 15 goals and 12 assists. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna sell him at 100 million. So that's the point. You don't really know how good is the player until you understand how good is at adapting different footballs, different managers, different problems, different situations.
Right.
A guy that costs 100 million like Jadon Sancho, in my opinion, he should come in at Manchester United when they're losing or they're having a bad game and impact the game in a way that, oh shit, this guy is good. This guy is gonna go far in his career. But he's kind of disappearing during the game. So yeah, I agree with you, and that's why I say, because all these people getting so high prices, why not Leao? He's actually impactful for us. Going back, Kangu is saying Sancho is better than Leao. You know what? Fuck you, Kangu.
Finally, man. Finally.
Sorry, man. Kangu,
No,
I love you,
will,
but
yeah.
But no, don't say that, man. Especially after the last 6 months Sancho had.
I mean, the thing about Sancho is, does he have the character and charisma to go into a team and be someone that everybody follows? I mean, otherwise, what are you paying 100 million for? Like, are the Premier League clubs so rich that for them 100 million is like peanuts?
That's the problem, guys. That Premier League and their foreign owners, man, ruined the football for us. So that's a fact. And now
it's fine.
Now they're splashing all this crazy money. I mean, Maguire, 80 million. I'm sorry, guys. That guy is not worth 5 million, man. He's a fucking useless player, man. Only thing he has, he's tall. That's it, man. Like, he is not a good defender. If you have to compare to good defenders, he's not. So only British teams will pay 80 million for useless player, man. Like, do you think Real Madrid, Barcelona, even Paris Saint-Germain would ever pay 80 million for Maguire, man? I mean, give me a break.
But I've seen Barcelona pay some crazy amounts for players that are not even worth 15% of what. I mean, as far as
and look at where they are right now. They're in a deep shit. right now, to be honest. So
Yeah.
Because
These
part
crazy
of
amounts
it.
of money make no sense.
So I think it's gonna go back to somewhat usual. You know, like how life goes in cycles, like economy, anything you look at in life, it's kind of like a cycle. The same is gonna happen to football. It's gonna even out because you cannot continue paying for useless players 100 million, 80 million, 70 million. It's gonna catch up with that, and we're gonna like I have a feeling in a couple of years it's gonna all like break down, man. Like because it's impossible to keep up. Besides like three teams maybe that can afford to do that, like Paris Saint-Germain, City, and who else?
No, there is a lot of teams that can buy money.
In
They
England,
can, but
in England,
yeah,
in England,
In England, plus
one in
if
Germany.
Bayern wants, of course, they can buy a player. They just don't need, or their philosophy is different, but they have the money. If they get in love with a player and they say, "Oh, I want that player. That's gonna be my next big thing," they can go and do it. I think Real Madrid and Barcelona they can go and do it. Atletico can spend crazy money for players. There is those 6, 7, 8 teams in the world that can spend crazy money, and once in a while you see Napoli going for 70 million Aussie men. So or Juventus 100 million Ronaldo. So yeah, there is. But I agree with Vasily, man. These things is going up and down. Now we were in a high level of movement of money, and now we're going down, and we're gonna go up. Some teams are rich now. In 5, 6, 10 years, are gonna be not rich anymore. We're gonna see Newcastle go for the same trajectory of City, and Newcastle is gonna buy players from City, and City is gonna be the small fish in the ocean because Newcastle is gonna be richer than them. So I would say it's a circle, yeah, as you say.
Did you see Newcastle try to buy that guy from Lille Botman or the Dutch defender, and they rejected 40 million for him.
Yeah.
So that transfer is not going to happen in winter for sure, unless something, I don't know what happened.
Vasily, tell the people that are watching us who was the first one to say that transfer is never gonna happen in the winter.
I think you did, if I'm not
Exactly.
mistaken.
I told everyone that transfer in the winter is never gonna happen because
To be honest,
he wants Milan or a top club that plays Champions League. First of all, and none of the top club is moving for a defender in January, and Milan doesn't have the money to make that move in January.
yeah,
So it's not happening.
I wish we can all play FIFA manager mode, but unfortunately we don't have the money. You're right.
But
Yeah.
it's good. It's good. I like this process. You guys enjoy this process of Maldini finding a new gem. I feel like it's more enjoyable than buying the big guy for 100 million and being disappointed because he's not performing.
Because the way I see it, man, if we continue this path, we're gonna build like a really strong team for years to come. And the other thing we need to learn, like do better job to keep the players, like renew their contracts, like not the 6 months before it's due, or like a year, like and a half, 2 years, 2.5 years before it expires. If the player is doing a good job, just renew him, man. Don't wait. Don't play the games. I think that's the only negative side I would say from the time Maldini took over for me, honestly. Besides maybe what's his name, that Gianpaolo or whatever his name was mistake, but that's about it, man. Transfers so far, man, he's been really good with Masara, man. They're doing a good job with limited funds.
Thick Size is here, guys. Hello, Thick Size. Christian Pasmino as well. Carlo Moretti. My God, man, all the family is here. Paul KB is here as well. And yeah, man.
It's because I came back, man. That's why.
Oh
yeah,
they missed you. Thick Size, man. Do you want to join the live for a few minutes? Do you want to give your opinion? What's going on with this marvelous AC Milan? I love it. I love Kalulu, man. Kalulu, Gabbia. I think Paul KB says that Gabbia is not good enough. I think Gabbia needs to play more football. That's the only problem. So he needs to go on loan. Gabbia and Maldini, they need to go on loan.
Well, yeah, next season, man, I agree. If we want to keep them, they have to go on loan. If we gonna play this game, just get rid of them and make a pure profit, man. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is, man. They're just sitting on the bench. not developing to the fullest potential, man, that they can be. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, for a lot of young players, that's the problem.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's gonna find a team next summer to go on loan because he's actually playing pretty well, and some teams are gonna be interested to get him as a defender. And another thing is probably us. We didn't let him go on loan because we need those homegrown players to sign the list of the Champions League. People are asking me about what's going on with Diaz. Did he play bad? Roy, what do you think about the Diaz performance?
Diaz wasn't his best game. He did struggle physically in the first half. Mostly, he did struggle physically too. He lost some balls in the midfield that he shouldn't be losing. So it wasn't his best game, but his spirit was great. So he was fighting with the team all the time. He won a lot of balls. His pressing was good. So the dirty aspect of his game, well, the dirty, we call it dirty, but the a very important part of the game, the work side, the work rate, the spirit, the grinta, winning balls. That was he was on top of it, and he was professional just like everybody else. Second half, technically, he got better, and he started to advance the ball, and he started to show quality. So it wasn't his best game, but it was a great game for him.
How long did he play? 90 minutes? No, I think he played 60.
He played something around 70 something minutes, and then Maldini came in for him.
Yeah.
And Maldini.
Roy?
Maldini. He looked okay. He started off slow, but then unfortunately, towards the last few minutes, maybe last 5 minutes, he started to really play on foot on the gas, and he showed, good press, good intent. He needs time.
What did I guys tell you like a couple of weeks ago, and everybody jumped on me like I was this evil guy? I said, man, that Diaz does not take us to the next dimension, man. And like everybody was like, "What are you talking about? You?"
No, I still think he does, but just not yet.
So like all I was trying to say last time regarding Diaz, I am not saying we need to get rid of him. I actually like the guy, but we need to bring somebody in summer. It's not going to happen now, but we really need somebody that he can compete against, because like he's getting too comfortable. Regardless how he plays, he knows he's going to get the starting 11, and that's a bunch of bullshit. Excuse my French. That's just not the way it's supposed to be.
I didn't know you were fluent in French, man.
Huh? Yeah. My French gets better, man. Don't worry.
By the way, Thick Sides is here, guys. I want to hear from you, Thick Sides. What do you think about AC Milan in these last two games, man? How are you feeling?
Oh, Rajan, my bro. I want to applaud this Albanian bro, man.
Rajan throw away.
It's this O2 internet that is killing me, man. It has so many problems. Like, I don't know what to do with this. But yeah, let's see if it keeps.
Thick Sides, are you there, man?
I think he's there, but maybe something with his microphone.
Maybe his mic is not working, or oh no, he's mute. Who's muting him? I think he's muting himself. I think he's busy. Okay.
It's a good thing, Red John, that it's.
I was muting myself.
Oh yeah, Rajan is here, but I want to hear.
Hey, what's up, Texas?
Yeah, hi, Roy.
How you doing, man?
Great to see your Ferenzi prediction coming true.
Right. Yeah.
Great.
He's playing amazing, huh?
He's playing great.
Yeah. True.
I'm going to be honest. I was a doubter. I'm loving the way this man is playing.
Yeah. He's exceptional. He's an exceptional football player.
Like if he was bad, guys, that was my argument when like everybody was jumping on him. He would not play for national team. So he has qualities, man. So we had to give him I gave Bakayoko. I'm still 50-50 on him, but I can see small improvements. He starts to play more now because of all the guys I'm missing. And this past game, today's game, he looked not bad at all, man. Like he looked much better, Bakayoko. So
yeah, Bakayoko today had a great game. Great game by Bucker.
So like we gotta like look at a little bit farther out, man. We cannot just be living in the moment, And I'm guilty of that too. Trust me. I'm not saying like I have moments where I say some shit and then I'm like, what the hell did I say? But that's just how it is. But I like Florenzi. I really enjoy. Like I'm really happy how teams is like even though we're missing so many players, we just.
We're missing a lot of players.
They look so determined, man. It's unbelievable. I'm so happy. This past 2 games was beautiful. Beautiful 2 games.
Fixat, what else did you enjoy, or what? There is something you're worried about for the next?
My only
weeks?
concern right now is the form of Diaz. That is my only concern. His form has been quite poor for the last. I don't want to go criticize players, but I think his form has been very poor the last 6-7 games. Not just the last 2 games. His forms, and he needs some upper body strength. He's easily knocked off the ball.
Yeah,
he's
definitely needs to work on his strength. Yeah.
But he also needs to get used to the way that Serie A is played, because Serie A is a little bit more physical. Like I see Diaz becoming an exceptional player in 2 years after he has more or less fit himself in the system of Serie A and the physicality and how to avoid sometimes touching the ball too many times before releasing it. Because this is, in my opinion, the problem that Diaz has. Diaz gets the ball and does not release the ball quick enough, so then he gets overpowered by a defender. If he somehow learns how to release the ball and scan the field before he even gets the ball, so he knows where to pass the ball super fast, then he's gonna become a great player.
In all fairness, that's how he played today. He didn't try to overdo anything. He just tried to be. He was very Çalhanoğlu-esque, not so creative, but he tried to do that. But he was getting pushed off the ball easily. I mean, that's just a fact. That's just a fact. But he did adapt into the game pretty well.
Do you think, because I saw even Salamanca's played really not bad, but
not his best performance.
Not his best performance, or not at the level of the other players. Let's say it like this. Do you think it's because playing every 2 games they're a bit tired? At least the youngsters, they cannot handle the tiredness.
No,
it's possible.
I don't think you can not. At this case, meaning they were free for around 1 week and a half, almost 2 weeks, because of the
holiday.
Yeah, thank you. Only fire tag was coming in my mind.
Fire tag.
Yeah, exactly. And for this reason, I think all players are fit, and them being exhausted right now, I don't think it's the right excuse. Maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe there are other. Sometimes players are just not in form. It doesn't matter if they're tired or not. They're just. Everyone who's played football knows that he has some days in which everything he tries fails. Like you just cannot get away from that. You are in a poor form right now.
I mean,
sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I just think this is what's going on with Diaz and Salamanca right now. It's not like they are bad players. They are just having some bad matches in which they are not at their top. That's it.
But I really looked at Salamanca and he looked tired. You know what I mean? Because he has a lot of energy usually, but this game he looked tired. It looked, no energy at all. Do you guys agree with me on that side? Because he plays some bad games, but he actually you see the energy. I didn't see even the energy this time.
I think with Salamanca's, I think he's overcoached. I really do. I think he follows instructions
too much,
as opposed to playing freely. Because I noticed when Messias plays, we haven't seen, when he plays on the right, we haven't seen any great runs. He gets the ball. If there's a man on him, he does exactly what Salamanca does. He passes the ball. He goes back and work. He doesn't attack the defender, because I think Pioli's afraid of being counter-attacked.
Mhm.
And so I think Salamanca is overcoached. You think, because you can see he has some great natural ability, but it doesn't come out that much.
I just want to say one thing. I actually agree with Paul KB that his chemistry with Florenzi is not the same as with Calabria. So I think that probably partially has to do with, but it's normal. Like with any human being, I think he just has a small dip in the form. It's normal. So I'm not worrying too much about Salamaker right now at this point. But if it continues like that for another month, maybe I'll start to worry.
Look, I mean, Salamanca, he recovered, some balls in high positions, so that was good. That aspect of his game was good. Covering positions and winning the ball back and covering space, etc. Technically, yeah, it wasn't his best game, but I think it's okay. He got an early yellow card also,
Okay.
so yeah, he got a very early yellow card. And Messias, guys, what a player Messias is. Messias is just on the ball. He's exceptional. My God.
I agree with Roy, and I forgot to say in my previous statement that I would like to see Messias play, attacking midfielder instead of Diaz, just to see how that goes. To be honest, just because he can play that position, I know that for fact. So, and he's creative guy. He's technically a gifted person. So, I think why not experiment and see maybe that would be a good fit for Milan too. So we have an option if Diaz goes bunkers completely. We have somebody to back it up. Who else we have? Krunic. We're gonna put Krunic in a.
Yes.
Guys, I love Krunic, but not in that position.
Not so much. You love him, but not so much.
I agree 100% here with Vasil, to be honest. My only criticism has been exactly this. Not that Diaz is not a good player, but that you need to have an alternative to your camp, especially in a 4-2-3-1 formation. In a 4-2-3-1 formation, the camp is the most important player in the field. So it's like, what happens when Diaz is having an off couple of games? We don't have someone to put to replace Diaz and hope that he has a better couple of games, right? This is my only criticism in this aspect.
Guys, we have a supporter here, an AC Milan supporter from Manchester, UK.
Oh, wow. That's unbelievable.
We have Kangoo as well. He's always saying I'm a Manchester fan, but I think he loves Milan more than Manchester. And he's always here in these lives, man. I should give him the key of the channel, and he can be. Yeah.
I was about to say, every time I'm on the stream, Conho is here, man. So I have to say, in terms of dedication, man, he gets an A+.
Yeah, man, he loves.
He gets an A+, man. Even though sometimes I give him a hard time. I give him a hard time.
2 years, he's gonna be a full-time AC Milan fan.
I think so. Slowly, we're converting him. Slowly, man. Slowly.
I want to say, thick size. Pellegatti did a video few days ago, actually a day before the game against Roma, and he actually said that he's going to go to the stadium with the English player you liked a lot, that you told me the history, that's why you follow AC Milan. Can you remind me the name of the English player that played in Serie B for AC Milan? He scored a lot of goals in Serie B.
Well, the player that made me, the English player that made me an AC Milan supporter is Ray Wilkins.
No, it was another one. I think it was
Mark Haitley.
No, Jordan.
Yes, yeah. What's his name?
Joe Jordan. No?
Joe Jordan. Yes.
Yeah,
Joe
he scored
Jordan.
a lot of goals. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I thought it was Joe Jordan.
No.
Anyway, he was at the stadium with the next football player of AC Milan, a British guy.
I wanna give a compliment, Laura, to our new supporter. I really like his first name, Bilal. Sounds really, really cool, man. Really cool. No, seriously.
Yeah, man.
I like his name.
Milan is big here.
It's almost like Milan. It's almost sounds like
yeah.
Milan. Bilal, Milan, almost.
Yeah, it sounds like AC Milan. Okay, he's giving more compliments, guys, and you guys are amazing. Roy's passion for Milan is unmatched. Oh, come on, he's lying now. Roy's a Juventus fan, man. You're not following that. You're not following the
Let's give some
properly.
credit to Roy today, man. Let's give some credit to Roy today, man.
Bilal, you're full of shit, man. You're full of shit. Roy is a Juventus fan.
No, he's 32, so he's basically 1 year younger than me, and he supported Lazio since 1999, aged 11. My favorite player was Sheva.
Here we
course,
go.
Man.
Now he became one of my favorite
He's
channel supporters, man. Here we go.
yeah, he's part of the family, officially part of the family.
Exactly, man.
Paul KB
Exactamento.
is saying Kangoo definitely is a Milan fan.
Hell
I know,
yeah,
man. I know that. 100% sure. He is a massive Milan fan. He just cannot say it loudly because maybe the one his friends to know that. Going back to the number 10 position because it was an interesting topic. So we all know that Pioli plays a lot of time Krunic in that position, but we know as well that Pioli plays Krunic in that position because every time Pioli needed an alternative to a number 10, Rebic or Messias were not available or not fit enough. Oh, Inter scored. No, they didn't score. I jinxed it so bad, man. They didn't score. There was a sitter. They didn't score. I jinxed it to them so bad.
Are they
Karma
playing right
works,
now?
man. Karma works. Somehow,
Man,
some way,
I
karma
actually
works.
I didn't want it to do it on purpose. It was a sitter for the Perisic, and the guy from Lazio saved it in like crazy way. Wow,
So
that was a massive save.
Are they playing against Lazio?
Yeah, it's 1-1, but they're gonna win it, man. They're creating so many chances. Lazio cannot even try to.
Is
to
it
go.
what is it? 1-1 right now? Because I'm not.
Yeah, 1-1.
You know, I don't
Yeah,
give a shit
1-1.
about Inter or Juve, man.
So why are you asking if you don't get shit? I know you get shit.
Hey, I had to put the drama in, a little bit of drama, man. Come on, bro.
No, please, not too much drama. Oh, I like this name, Merda Azzurri. That's the perfect name. Yeah, I think Pioli sees options in that position is Rebic, and I think he wants to try Messias as well. Just he never had the full squad, so he can actually put Selemakers, Messias, and Diaz. And Leao, for example. So I think Pioli would love to try those options you guys mentioned, but a lot of injuries, I think.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Would you prefer Messias or Rebic in that position?
I actually want to see Messias at least play a couple games in that position. And honestly, man, I think he will do good, man. I honestly have my gut feeling tells me that he's going to do a pretty good job.
Guys, Anwar is in the house.
What's up,
Anwar,
guys?
my man, finally.
How are you doing?
What's up, Anwar?
Good, bro.
Are you happy about today?
Oh, man.
Be honest.
Super happy, man.
Oh, my God, man.
The day started with the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Inter score.
Black magic worked.
Inter scored? No, 6 sides, man. You are basically 2 minutes ahead of me. I'm like watching the free kick, yeah? I'm looking at the free kick that is coming now.
When is the derby? Is it like end of January?
In less than a month, I think 3 weeks.
So we will
6th
have
of February.
So we'll have some players back from the African Cup, correct or no?
Man, Bastoni is putting such a great crosses, man. It's just unbelievable.
No,
Skriniar is scoring every fucking game.
Yeah, let's guys talk about Milan because now we're shifting focus on Inter, man. Like how they fuck that shit.
Well, hopefully Lazio will get a penalty.
Nah, no chance. Lazio is gonna get a penalty. Lazio is not gonna see the goal. Who is playing as a goalie for Inter in the next 20 minutes?
I think they're gonna draw, man.
Really well.
They're gonna draw.
Massive crosses, man.
Bastoni, even the goal, the first one.
Yeah, of course, the goal was amazing, but he always crosses perfectly, like smooth.
Honestly, that kid is very talented. To be fair,
Who are we talking about?
Good feet, good
Bastoni,
feet, good feet.
Bastoni, yeah, he's a good player, definitely.
Smooth cross, always dangerous cross.
One of a few Italian
is he an
players.
Inter Academy youth player or?
No, he's Atalanta Academy.
Okay.
He was playing with Atalanta with fucking Kessie, I think, together.
Yeah,
Guys,
they got him for a lot of money, though, right?
I want to ask you something because I only watched the second half of the game. So how was the game overall? Like how was the midfield? Diaz.
We were talking about Diaz, that he was poor in this game, and
Really?
Selemakers as well didn't perform.
I wouldn't say he was poor. I wouldn't say he was poor. I wouldn't say.
Yeah, they didn't perform at the level of the other.
Would you give him the lowest rating of the game?
I mean, low rating. Maybe you can argue Salamaker's probably the lowest rated player today, but even Salamaker's, he did his part. He worked for the team. He won balls.
So
he got a.
So because I don't get it. The kid started very strong.
No, there's nothing wrong with Salamaker's. I thought he.
I mean, Salamaker's. I'm speaking about Diaz.
Oh, Diaz. Diaz just needs strength. That's it, man. He just needs to be able to resist the physical battles, and that's it. Once he gets,
the league will be hard for him because of the style he plays.
Yeah, but there are many small players in Italy.
But you know, the way he plays, La Liga is the best because that's the type of football they play.
Yeah, I mean the problem, Anwar, that we just talked about. That like, first of all, the problem is like we only have him as our attacking midfielder, and I don't think it's a good idea. Secondly, we just talked about trying Messia in that position, just to have somebody there to like.
Guys, Messias needs to stick to the right wing. We have an answer now for that wing. He needs to play there.
I agree. I agree with Anwar.
For me, he's delivering, he's scoring, he's giving assists, he's creating chances. He's doing what he needs to do.
No, but no, I agree with you. But I just wanted to finish what I was saying, like, so you can see my picture. Like, what I was trying to say, man. At this point, like, that's the options we have. So what I was trying to say, if something goes sideways completely, like with Diaz, anything can happen. We need to have an option. Krunic is not the option, man, to play central attacking midfielder. So that's the only reason I'm saying we need to try it out just to see.
Why not try Salamakers there? For me, I think he can play better there because he can help the midfield drop back, and he can go forward.
Guys, but Diaz still put up a very high level game. Guys. I mean, there is some defects, yes. There are some defects, yes. But it's just a physical defect that is not going to be.
No. We're not saying Diaz is not the right answer. We're just saying that for Pioli, he needs a second option, right? Like as any coach, if the first option is not working.
Yeah, I mean, in an ideal situation, you'd want.
So I don't want him to go next for Krunic. I think Krunic, when he plays in the back, is better. So I hope he can either fit Messias or Alex. I think Alexis can actually do that role better.
I mean, it would be interesting to see because I don't think I've ever seen him, or I don't think he's known for it. I mean, he does have, when he plays freely, when they tell him, hey, just go and do your thing, he plays good games. I mean, he dribbles, he looks like a baller, but I think
he has what he needs to play that position. So when
I'm not against it, man. Like, if we try it out in some small game against smaller team, I'm good to go. Like, I mean, I'm all about new ideas, man, because we all know that this injury list is not going to get smaller. Unfortunately, that's the freaking biggest problem in Milan. We need to get a new medical team next season.
Well, the option to put Messias in attacking midfield is there. So if, let's say, Pioli does want to start with Leao on the left, Messias in the center, and Salamakers on the right, he can do that. So it is an option that he has for sure.
Well, for me, I think the safest choice is to play Messias on the right because he scores, he gets assists there. Play Leao on the left because he scores, he gets assists there. And if you're gonna try something new, try it at least in one position. Don't mix the whole thing.
Are you saying put Salamakers in the middle?
Yeah. So put Salamakers there. Even if he's just gonna defend, that's good. We can count on Messias and Leao.
I mean, that's also an option that he has. Yeah, he can.
Yep.
He also has an option.
I think
He has
that's
lots.
better.
He has lots. He has lots of options. To be honest.
Yep.
He
I
has
think he
lots
should
of
try some of them. Maybe like next few games against weaker teams. When
I
he,
mean,
like,
I don't. You know, the thing is, I don't believe in that. I think you need to keep on playing players in their positions. And Diaz, the more he plays there, the better it's going to get. The more you take him out, then he's not gonna get to his full potential.
That's very true.
So Diaz needs to keep on playing, and he just needs to get goals, assists, and he'll grow.
Well, he needs a goal. I think he needs a goal.
I think goal will like bring him to the next level, like he was in the beginning. I think he's just rusty. He's off. That COVID really messed him up. Like, let's be honest, it started after that COVID thing, and I think his confidence is not at the same level. And and you can see it. I mean, you look at Leao, man. He's been out for like a month, comes back, destroys, man. Like nobody can touch the guy, man.
But Leao is on a different level.
Guys, the problem is solved. Pontanji, I don't know what the fuck is that.
Just from the
Diaz
name, that's enough.
Yeah, Diaz is shit. So stop talking about it. We solved the problem. He is shit. And hopefully Pioli is going to find a solution. And
that's not true.
In all seriousness, Diaz actually even tried to ask to shoot the penalty, but Theo just said no. I think both Diaz and Leao both tried. At least on the highlights that I saw, they both tried to ask Theo for the penalty, but Theo was like, "No, man."
Yeah, sure I wouldn't open like a referendum on Diaz. I mean, whatever. He's going to have good games. The team, I don't know if we're going to get an attacking midfielder.
Bro, he's shit, man. That's it. That's the thing.
Later, I think we found the answer for Theo. By the way, I think the armband it has something to do with the way he plays.
Yeah, the guy just became Ronaldo. He became Messi, man. He just like
mentally he just like grew up 10 years.
Yeah. He looks so mature. He's composed. He's good. He plays good football. I mean, it's like, okay, you know what? Let's just give him the captain ban and let him play his game, man. I'm okay with that.
Yes, but to be fair, we have seen Theo have lots and lots of superb games even without the captain armband.
No, I'm speaking about the decision-making process, man.
Yeah, but
I see what you're saying, Anwar. It's totally it is true, Rajan. Like with this captain armband, he's like he seems serious.
He looks different.
He seems serious. Yeah,
he looks responsible though.
Exactly.
Like
he looks like a grown up. He looks like a grown up.
I have an idea. Let's give the captain armband to Calabria. And we tell the referee, listen, we are giving one to Theo Hernandez, but it's not the real one. So he can actually play properly.
I told you that's the answer for Theo now. This is the answer. We found it.
When he talks to you during
a couple things regarding Theo. Rajan, sorry, man. Because before I forget, man. Regarding Theo, I don't know if you saw the talks about renewing. There's a bunch of teams coming after him. He said, I want to stay in Milan, like apparently per reports. That's a good sign.
Just like Messi did.
Like Donnarumma did, and Akan actually was going to Casa Milan to sign.
So, anyways, let's not get negative here, man. Let's talk.
Guys,
come on.
We found the second.
We are smiling, man. We're positive.
When we jinx it, it works actually.
but what I want to say, don't forget the fact he's gonna be a father too. He's gonna be new daddy soon. So I think that has probably something to do with like how he's acting too.
Yeah.
Another thing is, finish, Rejan. Finish what you're saying.
No, I just wanted to say that even though he has the captain armband and everything, Theo still does weird stuff. Like for example, when Karsdorp got the red card, you can see there Theo with the captain armband waving at Karsdorp goodbye. Like, dude, if the referee would have seen him, he would have given him a yellow card. Which would have
he said
like Theo is still there.
Oh no, I said so.
Exactly,
but it's different. It looks somehow
Theo
different.
is still there.
He's not doing the drama queen when he gets like fouled lightly. It's like I see a different guy on the pitch.
No,
To be
guys,
fair with
this
you.
is a legitimate opinion. It's not even an opinion. Like with that captain armband, he is playing completely different. Like
Yeah.
he looks like a serious professional football player. And he's
I
playing
said it.
brilliant.
I said it. I even said it in the last live. Ever since he has changed his hair color to a normal color now, without the pink and whatever, he looks more mature, man. I don't know what's going on with him. He needed the holiday.
I am very, very optimistic that Theo's gonna stay, but I'm grounded. I'm on my feet grounded.
Guys, what do you think about Kalulu? Because
He was
I'm in
brilliant.
love with this transfer, man.
Kalulu was Kalulu. Maybe we don't need to get another defender.
No, to be fair with you, I think he has the most like phenomenal growth I've seen in all Milan players.
One of the best signings, man,
Yeah.
in the last
'Cause
8
Guys,
That
years.
operation
he
is
costed less than the Maldini's Porsche, man.
Yeah. That's a brilliant signing. I think Maldini has a very good eye for defensive players, but
Yeah.
maybe get Kaká with you in the management to help you get some South American players, someone with flair, more flair.
Like if we get Kaká on a management team, man,
That's gonna help.
All the Brazilian talents, young promising talents, they will go.
like
for it.
Leonardo, like
They
when
will go
Leonardo was in there.
You know, because that status, that figure of Kaká is fucking.
Well, I saw
one of the
Kaká
best.
speaking about this even in a Milan chat with Ancelotti, and he said he went for a master's in management just because of that. So he's thinking seriously about it.
And he
And
loves
I hope
Milan.
I see him soon, man.
And
I
he
mean,
loves
we
Milan.
love Kaká, he loves us, and that's the story.
Can you imagine Kaká, Sheva, and Maldini, man, at some point?
I mean, even Ibra is discussing this in the future,
Bro,
so that
Ibra-
management is gonna look more serious. Like I love this idea of bringing old players into the management.
You know, Anwar, I want to see Ibra stay no matter what, even if he just does motivation speeches before the game, man. I don't give a shit, man. I want the guy that stays in the dressing
Ibra
room.
is gonna be the bus driver in the future.
Oh,
It's
bro,
like-
I don't care, man. Bus driver.
If you're not ready for training, you go back to the training. You're not playing today.
He'll drive you to
Guy-
the outside and just drop you off, like outside of Milanello. Then, like walk home, man. That's it, man.
But I
He'll
think
play
that's
good.
that's a good strategy. Like even if you look now at like some of the most like successful teams in Europe recently, you think maybe of Barcelona. Barcelona had their staff, even the management, from the coaches, from the players, from the youth academy. You look also at Madrid, they brought back Zidane, they brought back Ancelotti because he knows his stuff, and it's working. Bayern, it's similar. Their presidents are always old Bayern players. And I think that's a good strategy. Like for me, because they preserve the DNA of the club.
Yeah, man. I think not just even that fact is huge, but the other fact is that they understand like how Milan functions, and they have an eye. Like Maldini already showed it. They have an eye for talent, man. When they see somebody like with Theo, he told him like when they're negotiating in Ibiza, he said you can be the best left back in the world. You know, and when it comes from Maldini, man, obviously you're gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to see, guys, because this is what we don't know. We know that the players of the Fasone Mirabelli era, those players had a different kind of relationship, and the management was maybe not as experienced. But now the next players that need to be renewed are the players that were acquired during this administration. So I really want to see what the difference is. I hope there is a difference. I really do. And speaking of which, well, there are reports saying that Kessie is most likely he's not going to go to another team, that he's going to sign with Milan. So this is interesting that these reports are coming out.
Well, I saw actually Theo doing Kessie celebration today. So
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
he was doing this, like standing
No,
like yeah.
He did it
That
twice,
means-
right?
That means that the vice president is gonna be the president next season. So
So Theo is gonna become the president now.
yeah, exactly. The old one is gonna finish his mandat. His
Well,
years,
if
and-
Theo is gonna be playing like this, I don't mind, man.
That's what I said, man. Just keep him as a captain, man. If the guy's gonna score braces and run like there's no tomorrow, man, just give him, man, whatever he wants, man. a
He gets
crown.
that armband and he thinks he's Maldini. He's like, shit, I'm Maldini, man.
Hey man,
He's like,
hey guys, jokes aside, put yourself in in his shoes. Like, I'll be fucking dying on the field if I had an armband of Milan, man. I don't give a shit, man. I will fucking die.
I'll be killing people.
Oh,
I'm
bro,
dying.
like I'll be like taking them down, like making offers they cannot refuse, man. Just bam, bam, man. Like go down.
It works for Theo. It makes
shit
him
out of
like
Messi.
it gives you a lot of credibility in football university in general. Like if you're called Milan captain, that's an honor for
man,
every
that's
player.
amazing. That's amazing.
Even being like, I don't know, every big team, if you are the captain, it means something.
Yeah.
If Cassie stays, man, that'll be like the 8th wonder of the world coming, man, or second Jesus Christ coming, man, or some stuff like that, man.
Now, the Gazzetta dello Sport have this article, and it's basically saying that the offers that Kessie are getting are not that different from what Milan is offering him.
Yep.
So he might end up staying.
There is few opportunities where he's like, if you're being wanted by Ancelotti and you're being promised probably a starting position in Madrid,
right?
He can't.
She's sorry for Madrid, by the way.
But
I'm
still,
sorry,
bro,
starting
I feel sorry for us.
I feel sorry for Madrid.
Bro, I feel sorry for us. They have so many players in that midfield, and they're getting Kessie for free.
Yeah, but if he starts, I'm fine with them getting him. But if he starts, I feel sorry for Madrid.
And there was,
I don't know, man. I think he has.
Better.
I think he has the potential to play there. He needs to get few things better, but he can definitely play there.
Hey
But
guys,
listen,
You're gonna see, man.
there is. I just want to say one more. There is interesting the messaging that has come out about Kessie lately. The coach, the reports are hinting that the coach is saying, choose with the heart, meaning they're putting the additional meaning. Maybe they are, or it's true. Stay at Milan. And then today, Gazzetta dello Sport saying that he might stay. Let's see what happens. If Kessie stays, I'd be very happy.
Well, guys, there is one thing we need to take into consideration to Kessie talk, because he's playing now the African Cup. Imagine if Ivory Coast goes all the way to the final. He's probably the scorer of the team. Then he's probably selected best player of the tournament, even if they don't win it. And that means something. It changes a lot of things on the equation. And he's going to demand much more, and he deserves so. That's the thing. Like, for me, if you play that well,
China, if you remember,
but no, Hakan never reached what Kessie was last year best scorer for Milan. So, if your defensive midfielder is the best scorer of the squad, he's the best player.
Wasn't he? Oh no, he wasn't.
Yeah,
but all I'm saying is that if you can
also. If you say 12 goals, 10 came out of penalties.
But you need to score them, man. You've seen.
Well, don't tell that to Ibra, man, because he doesn't know how to score them.
The thing is, people take that.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't think that's
scoring the penalty is not so easy, and scoring them every time it's not. It's so hard, man.
No.
That's the thing. Like, you need to be so unpredictable in a lot of things.
I am not,
guys.
Not saying that it's easy.
I got your opinion, Regan. No, I got your point. Like, you're saying, it came from penalties. It's not like I played. I get your point. But still, I'm saying he scores them. Like, it means the numbers. Like, we get the 3 points because of that.
Guys, can I add a couple of things here in regards of Kessie, man? I don't remember who said that he's not going to be first team player for Real Madrid. That's not true, man. Like, Kessie, regardless the contract talks, man, he's a very, very good player, man. Very good.
No,
player.
He needs to fight for it, Vasil, to be fair. You cannot just bench Cruz.
Real
you cannot
Madrid,
bench Modric when they're playing at top 4.
Oh, like, I mean, like, impossible. I know I'm not saying he's guaranteed like a first spot, but
that's the thing. Like, going there, it means you don't know for sure if you're playing. Staying in Milan, it means that you're going to be playing most of the games, most of the important games.
I do agree, even though if Larry didn't say directly, but he kind of said it indirectly. I don't think Real Madrid would go for Kessie. I mean, Real Madrid has
it's an opportunity,
way more
player for
free.
You have a player you can get for free. You can sign him for like, even if
the free
nothing,
thing is
you can sign him. He plays half a season or a season. You sell him back, and that's profit on free.
Honestly, Anwar and Red, like the rest of the guys, Like if he plays in Spanish La Liga, man, he's gonna dominate in that.
Yeah.
That
Even in
league-
Bundesliga, I
that
think he
league
can
is not
dominate
hard for him.
I
everywhere.
wouldn't be so sure about that, man. I
You know
wouldn't be
why
so sure
I'm
about
saying
that.
that?
You cannot
Physically-
play with Timberland in that league, man.
No, but I saw KC against
need real
Manchester United, and he
football
played
goals.
very well against very British.
You cannot play with team.
No, it is true. It is true, guys. We saw it in the Champions League that Kessie, it does not have that pristine technique and passing ability
You
that
know,
the
Roy,
Spanish
what I
teams
think
have.
it was? I think it was more mental problems for him because that giving that goal to Haka and a lot of things that happened that we saw in KC at the early ages when he came to Milan, and now he did them again in the beginning of the season. But then he recovered his level, and I'm happy to see him ball that way. Thing is, to be that regular, that's how you become a world class player.
Yep.
And
yep.
he just started on that role. I'm not saying he's there yet, but he has the physique to play in every league. He can run for 90 minutes.
No, physique is one thing.
That's
Like
the thing. Like in
his,
football, for that position, Roy, it's very important.
It is. But it is true that in some other clubs, they value also other things even more than that. Now, I think he's perfect at Milan. He shouldn't go anywhere. Like he's
I think so
perfect
as well.
at Milan.
No, I
And
think
he
Ah,
fits
man.
in.
he cannot get the same love in any other club. I don't think if he goes to Madrid, he's gonna get the same respect. and love from
I
the
think,
fans.
guys, partially, I think he's realizing that. I think by now he's realizing that.
No,
That's why-
I think he knows that he's gonna take a gamble, and he probably is gonna win money. He's gonna win probably a trophy or two, but you're not gonna get the same feeling with the fans because you build that over 5 years with Milan, and they saw your shit, and now they appreciate you for who you are. So it's a different story.
I
he
think
can-
I want to give an opinion about KC. In my
Go ahead,
opinion, the moment we bought Adli, Maldini stopped offering him a contract. I feel like looking at how things are going now, the interview his agent say, "Oh, Milan never offer the money every newspaper is talking." I feel like Maldini stopped giving him a contract offer.
who's
So
his agent?
KC, huh?
Who's his agent, by the way?
Atangana.
Who's
I think so.
Atangana?
It's a new agent. His best player is Kessie.
Oh, okay.
He is.
okay.
So he's trying to make his best deal ever on Kessie.
So basically, in my opinion, Maldini is not giving a deal to KC. He's telling him, "You can work for free next season. I'm fine with that. I already find the replacement." That's my opinion,
Possible.
I think that's
Possible.
very true. man.
and that's why he's a bit upset, and that's why he's like, "Oh shit."
Hey, Laura.
they're treating me like this.
Like he has only one person to blame, himself. Like he talked all this talk didn't work. Like he talked all the Olympic Games in Japan. Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm gonna resolve this in a heartbeat. Blah blah blah. Comes back, the whole bullshit starts, and then he plays bad. He recovers slowly. He's much better by the end of this first half. But I think he's realizing himself, shit, man. Like this team did everything for me. So maybe hopefully his heart will change and he will stay. But if he doesn't, I honestly and I mean it when I say it. Even though I respect and I love Kessie, but if that's the case, that's the case. I'm
No. My point of view is
we're fine now. We got to learn it. We saw Hakan go to Inter, so
No,
by
yeah,
this
guys,
time we're fine, man.
you guys
That's
are not
great,
listening
man.
what I'm saying. KC wants to stay. It's Maldini that is not giving him a contract, in my opinion.
I think
that might be true also there. I think
That is my opinion.
I think they're giving him the
I
same
mean, I'll be
offer.
honest with you, like, I think if Pioli says I want to keep Kessie and
Yeah, I
there's
think
an option
Maldini has to
do it,
try something.
Maldini will do it.
Well,
No, man. Pioli is not
Pioli
the
said-
boss there.
Pioli said, "I want Çalhanoğlu as well." And we know
Exactly.
how-
Pioli is not the boss.
No,
there.
but Çalhanoğlu wanted more money.
No, but
So-
We
listen,
didn't give
listen.
him the
so
contract.
does
End
Kessie.
of the story.
So
It's
if Kessie insists on his demands, he's definitely not signing.
No, Rejan, the difference between if you know as Maldini, if you know that your player, your 10, is actually negotiating and threatening you with Inter, then you tell him go to the door, man.
No, but guys, you don't
But
read the
Anwar,
reports
it
of the
doesn't matter,
interviews.
man.
No. 1 second, guys. Their interviews, I can't say is Milan never gave me an offer.
Really?
He's
So
saying
you're
with his
saying
words.
you're
But
saying
Maldini said
there's nothing
the
on the
opposite,
table.
man. But
No,
Maldini
said
he
there's
said
nothing on the
that. I
table.
was waiting for an offer from Milan. Milan never gave me the offer, so I took the Inter one.
Oh,
No,
please.
bro, no,
Oh,
no.
Oh,
please.
you're talking about
Laura,
Chalanoglu?
Players,
No,
players.
how
Maldini
this
spoke
sounds?
about this as well. He
He
said that
You're
we
talking about
he
offered
doesn't
Chalanoglu.
say that, man. He doesn't say that.
You know,
He said, man, he says it. It's like I'm waiting. He was actually doing the history. I'm going to Casa Milan. Maldini after that never gave him an offer, man.
do you
He's
see?
No,
I don't think so.
Laura,
I saw
I think-
Maldini
I
speak
think-
about Hakan.
I think they gave him an offer, but they said this is as much as we can give you, and he
Yeah,
waited
bro,
to
they
see.
gave they gave him an offer during the
Exactly.
season. I don't know, in March.
Right.
They gave him
Yeah.
3.5 million. After that, they say, you know what, we don't care anymore. You're not signing, you're waiting at the end of the season. We're not giving you an offer anymore. That's it. They never call him back. That's the thing.
Right, but this is
But I saw,
this is
I
just
saw
your
Maldini
opinion, man.
saying
Like,
that this
like,
is not
you-
true, man.
Do you believe this, Laura? Like, you
You-
truly believe that the snake is gonna tell the truth, man? I mean, seriously, man.
I really believe that Maldini didn't give him an
Nah,
offer.
man.
I really believe.
But
I really
Maldini is
believe that Maldini
professional.
told him, I'm not giving you an
Maldini
offer.
is professional, man.
Guys,
Like, he would never talk shit about other players. You know that.
We
Like,
cannot-
I
Maldini
think
is
he
super
offered
professional.
him an offer. He offered him something at least there. I don't think he told him like from the
100%.
direct
Also-
go, you can leave. Like,
Also, we just cannot keep repeating every player we lose for free. All of a sudden, it's like the fox and the grapes, and we just didn't want them. We didn't give them an offer.
No,
We
I
tried
didn't say
to
that.
give
I didn't say that.
Chalanoglu,
no,
I
but
didn't
all of
say
them
that.
were
Because
offered a
because-
contract.
All of them were
because
offered a
that
contract.
you are now saying. Uh-huh.
No, all of them, they got an offer. They got an offer. And that was the last offer. Call me if you want that offer. I'm not calling you back. That is the point. Maldini gave an offer to Kessie, 5 million at the end of the season. And he told Kessie, call me if you want that offer, if you want to sign it. If not, I'm not calling you back. I'm not
I
giving you
think
more
that's the
than
right
that.
salary for Kessie.
Well,
So-
yes,
Exactly.
And-
So that's the whole point.
Well,
Maldini now is not giving
of
any
course,
offer.
'cause-
That is the offer that he gave to Kessie at the
Yeah.
end of the season, 5
Yeah,
million.
yeah, and
That's
that's
it.
yes,
and that's what these reports are saying. That right now he's
That's-
not getting offers that are much better than that.
I think the best offer he got from
Yeah,
Spurs,
and-
and it's 6 million.
and
You know-
and also
you know,
about
guys-
the fact that
Yeah, go ahead.
One at a time. Okay, let's go. Red
Yeah.
John, Vasily, and
Like,
Anwar. Go, Red
it's
John.
the way I see it, it's about the fact that Maldini is working on a budget, meaning he is going to Kessie and offering him the best sum possible allowed by Elliott, right? Maldini does not really have that much wiggle room there. So he goes, he makes him an offer. If Kessie doesn't accept the offer, that's it, it's gone. It's not like we are all of a sudden, I don't know, telling players, oh, we just don't care. Of course we care about Kessie signing, if he signs or not, right? But it's just our budget works like this, that we cannot offer him the sum that he's asking for. And if Kessie does not accept it, as I'm sure right now, because no one waits until January. Right now, Kessie has the right to talk to every other team out there. Kessie has already found an agreement, man. Has already found an agreement with.
I don't
another
know
team.
about that.
It's
I don't know
it's
about
not
that.
healthy for us to keep living
And-
with the hope that.
I don't know about that.
No,
I just think it's not
I-
healthy to live with the hope that Kessie will sign with us. He will not.
No, we it's not that we believe or something. We're just discussing what the scenarios could be. So one scenario could be that Kessie resigns, and how he's going to resign. The possibilities are, if you're going to another team, probably they're going to offer you what you want. And reports, at least right now, are saying nobody's offering what you want. So you're just going to take a gamble for 1 more million and just change the team, change the environment, your friends, everything around, just for 1 million. Does that really make it your best option ever? I don't think so. I think his best option now is to stay safe in Milan and to develop there. And you have the
Yeah.
chance to play there and get
Yeah.
better. And it's not
Yeah.
only
Vasily.
about getting better. You can be the next. You are the
He can-
captain, actually.
He can win Champions League.
Romagnoli. Well, if Romagnoli
No.
is gone by the end of the season and Kessie resigns, he's the captain.
He can win Champions Leagues in other
No.
teams as well.
Calabria.
Vasily, you want to say your
I
opinion?
think if they want to resign him, probably the captaincy has to be discussed.
Guys, I want to hear Vasily, and after I'll tell my opinion how, in my opinion, a club like Milan behaves with this player. Vasily,
So-
give your opinion because you want to say something.
regarding a couple of things regarding Çalhanoğlu, that piece of shit. The things he's writing or whatever, you're saying that he said this in an interview, blah blah blah. First of all, I honestly don't believe everything he says. I trust Maldini more than I trust Çalhanoğlu. Like, that's just to start off. Like, because I know there was talk that we offered him like a 5 million or something like that. That was our end. Like,
That was
offer,
4.
or 4.5 or something, like around between 4 and 5. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I know it was like double what he makes, because he was making like 2.2, 2.5 net before that. So it was like a pretty decent increase. He kept on playing these games, like, on Twitter, on Instagram, walking around Casa de Milan, like, all the haters, blah blah blah. And then at the end of the season, boom, he just signs for Inter. That's exactly what Maldini said. I only give big contracts to big players because
Exactly, that's all my point. He says, Hakan, this is the 3.5 million. Call me if you want it, but I'm planning the transfer markets for the next season. I cannot wait you. And at a certain point, Milan finished, said, stop it. We don't need Hakan anymore. No one calls him. And Kessie is the same. Maldini is telling Kessie, listen, I have to plan this club and this team for the next season. So you need to accept a contract now, or I'm not giving you any offer anymore. Just walk out of this club at the end of the season. That's my opinion of these things. Maldini stopped giving an offer to Kessie long time ago, and is already planning the post Kessie. And Kessie is now looking like a kid, like, oh shit, they actually dumped me. I thought I could get 6.5 million. Well, now they actually dumped me because
the
Maldini
answer for that
there.
Because I've seen a lot of reports about Sanchez being so close now, and it's only a matter of the price discussed with Lille. So if that deal goes through, I think that's
oh my god, if that happens, wow.
The Donnarumma situation was simple. Maldini was asking Donnarumma, this is the contract. Donnarumma was saying, oh, at the end of the season, Maldini is like, man, I don't have time for that. I need to plan the post Donnarumma if you don't accept the contract. So if you don't accept it now, I don't care about you anymore. Mike Maignan is already signed for us to start the next season. And do you remember when the rumor of Mike Maignan started in January? And at that point, in my opinion, Maldini said, Donnarumma, fuck off. I'm signing Mike Maignan. You can walk out of this club and get all the money you want. And Kessie is the same. The moment Dudley gets signed and stays on loan at Lille, that is the moment that Maldini is telling Kessie, fuck off. I'm not signing. I don't giving you any contract.
I think if Kessie changes his mind, Maldini is going to be happy to keep.
I think Maldini is going to say, no, man, you had your chance. We were sitting there. I asked you, this is the contract, sign it. You say no. I'm planning the future. I'm not waiting for you. You're not more important in the club and the other guys that run and fight for this club.
But Laird, if you're given now the chance to re-sign Kessie at 5 million, you think Maldini should say no? I think he should say yes.
He's already said no, man. He's a
no. Listen to me. Listen to me.
I don't know about
that. For me, it's a principal thing.
Listen to me now. If Kessie's agent or Kessie himself calls Maldini and tells him, I'm ready to re-sign for 5 million.
Yeah.
Do you think Maldini should say no?
Yeah, Maldini says it's too late. I already signed Renato Sanchez.
No, but you're keeping him for 5 million.
I mean, if you sign Renato Sanchez first, yes, then okay.
Yes.
But even if you bring
imagine having Renato Sanchez and Kessie, guys.
Yeah, you get rid of Bakayoko.
Oh, guys, what is that, man?
Yeah. Bakayoko out because he was on loan. You get Sanchez, you get Kessie.
You have Tonali and Ben Nasser. That's a very
Mamma mia, ragazzi.
Narnia, guys. I'm changing the.
It's not Narnia, man. Listen,
Narnia. Let me put Narnia straight away now.
Laird.
I don't know. Like
this has been the progression
saying...
of Milan over the last 3 years. We started very poor. Listen to me, man. We started with Sousa. We started with many guys, and the locker changed so much that we don't really realize it at this point. But if you look at it on the progression of Maldini, so many players came to Milan. And it's building a squad, so you cannot tell me now this is not impossible. It is very possible. The price is achievable. Re-signing Kessie and buying Sanchez is a possibility that can be realized.
Anwar, but what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about price.
Narnia,
I'm
man.
talking about
I'm
talking about Maldini. Maldini begging. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Maldini begging Kessie for 6 months.
I'm not begging,
No, man, I don't
I'm
see it. It's not his
saying,
personality. It's not his personality.
No, I
It's not.
definitely.
listen, man. I'm saying if Kessie by the end of the season he has no good offer better than what Milan offered at the best, and now he needs to try with Milan again. So he will call Maldini and ask him, "I want to say, do you want to re-sign me for 5 million?" I think Maldini should say yes, even if with all the drama, man.
I think
no,
he.
man.
You know,
I
you
think
think
no.
that?
No, because
know,
you are
man.
accepting you are accepting my offer.
Okay,
because
if Maldini, I think the smart way.
team rejected you.
Okay, I think the smart way would that be then you resign him if you really want to believe in this vendetta layer. You should
No, it's
resign
not-
him. No, listen to me. You should resign him and sell him back in January.
No one buys
honestly,
it. No, because they can do it
No,
for free.
Layer. This is how you should go about it. This is a business. We're not talking about a. No, this is not a loyal club fan, man.
But guys, I don't see Maldini behaving this way. I think he's very professional. I don't see that.
So I think
But
if Cassier goes back on his decision of wanting 8 million, now he wants just 5. I think Maldini should absolutely consider that. I think he will definitely do it.
To be honest, guys.
Sorry. Yeah, go, Vasily, go.
Honestly, Lauret, I have to say something, man. Your approach to this one, like, it sounds like it's a hot and cold. Like, oh, I gave you this offer, that's it, no more. If you come back and say I accept it, no, I'm done with you. I don't think that's what it is, man.
No, it's not business, man.
Yeah, it's just they play games.
This hurts
they play
business
games.
generally.
They play games.
Sorry, Vasily. No, because I want to have a conversation with you on this one. It's not an hot and cold situation. If Kessie says no, I want 8 million. Maldini in his plan says I'm never gonna give him 8 million. So I start to do a negotiation with Renato Sanchez, or you know what? I'll buy Adli and we play with Adli, Tonali, Benacer. So he started planning the next season. And after 8 months, Kessie said, "Oh, sorry, Paolo, I was joking. It's not 8 million. You know what? I'll accept your 5 million." Man, he's a man. He's a man. He's a man that's doing everything in life.
But
he's not gonna say, "Oh, you're right."
It's not about pride.
It is, bro. At a certain point, at those levels, I want to finish this. At those levels, is about pride. A second thing is about motivation. You are accepting my contract because the other team didn't give you what you want. So you are using me as a plan B. AC Milan is not a plan B. You want AC Milan or you don't want AC Milan. Clearly, you waiting for 8 months, you're not 100% convinced. So how do I know you're going to be the next Ozil that signs a big deal and doesn't perform? How do I know you're going to become the KC that you used to be before? Signs a big deal and doesn't give a shit. How do I know that? You are a guy that today you want to be AC Milan player, tomorrow you want to be a PSG player. Doesn't work like that.
I want to tell you something, man. This is how normally contracts are negotiated everywhere, not only in football. Every time two parties come together, there is one party that has the higher hand or that has the ball on its court. So they play the stronger party. They play the stronger hand. In Kessie's deal, he was the stronger hand because he did not accept to renew until he had 1 year left, and now he has power.
But we know these things, yeah.
No, listen to me, man. Let me finish. So by the end of the year, I'm saying now you come across August. He did not have a very good African Cup, so he's playing like shit. He cannot really up his demands with other clubs, and other clubs see that they can actually get him on for free for the same deal Milan is offering, or even just a little bit more. And now he's considering like, and now I need to go to a different team, and Milan, I can actually stay here and win something, and I actually develop this relationship with the fans and everything. Do you think if he goes to Maldini, and Maldini knows now you're coming to me in a weaker side, so Maldini now has the higher hand and has the ball in its court, and you think Maldini is just gonna say no? You leave with the door for free? No, that's not how you run business, man. That's how you hurt business.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Anwar, you and me are on the same page. The only thing I want to say,
Vasil, forget the business part. Let's talk about the football part. Now, let's say you already signed Adli. He's already a Milan player. Now you're already discussing Sanchez, and imagine you get Sanchez on a deal like 28 million or 30 million with the loan, like a 3 years deal or whatever what Milan management negotiates, and it's gonna help you pay it over 3 years. So it's not gonna help you over the summer mercato so much. And by the end of the season, now you have Kessié with the higher hand, and you're actually controlling now the terms of the contracts. I don't think you should say no, man. I think you should actually get him and get Sanchez as well. And you create that competition now in the locker room. The better player plays. I don't care if it's Ben Nasser, Krunic, whoever the fuck it is. I want the best player to play.
But no, I disagree on this point. But I want.
No, but people make mistakes, Laird. People make mistakes.
Noir, the midfield has to be the same people every game, and you have substitution
you need
to let them breathe.
We've seen that Ben Nasser. We've seen this midfield cannot compete against Atletico, cannot even compete against Porto, man.
You cannot.
So we need better quality.
Sorry, Anwar, there is some position in the pitch you cannot put competition. You have to have your main man and the guy that covers your main man.
Okay, I'm saying the best teams in Europe, they have competition in that position.
We are, Anwar, but we're not that best team.
But you need to get there, man. I'm saying this is how you get there.
No, you don't get there like this.
Okay, so you get there with saying with Bakayoko and Sanchez? No, this is
I mean, if I have the opportunity of Kessie and Sanchez, guys,
why would you say no to that?
It'd be amazing.
How would that hurt you, Laird?
It gives you many more solutions.
I want to I just want to bring up something regarding like Laureate's point, because I see where he's coming from. As a man of word, you know, like old school style. If you told me once, no.
But, okay, Vasil, listen. If he renews, it means he kept his word, man.
Let me just finish it up, bro.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I just want to, like, I was like a foreplay, man, to my main like point. So like, I see where he's coming from. Like, while like according to Laurent, he's saying, you know, like I'll offer you this, we're done. Don't come back to me. Even if you come back, like, what the fuck is this? Plan B. Blah, blah, blah. I get it. But as a business, and he has a higher ups above Maldini, he's not the owner of the team. If Elliot tells him, listen, if he agrees, he comes back, yeah, it doesn't look too great on paper, so to say. But if he comes back and say, hey, boss, I want to sign it now for real. Whatever, 5.5 million, whatever they offered him.
Yeah,
I'm signing it. Trust me. They're going to go for it. They're going to sign him, and it's all going to be forgotten. Like 3 months later, we're gonna be like, "What happened?" Oh, whatever, man.
And also, guys, if he signs, then Milan can actually sell him and make money off of it.
Yeah, it means either way, it's good for you.
No, it's not like this, guys. Oh, come on.
How do you say it's not like this?
Like this.
Everyone who wants to leave, you say you go, you leave.
I think.
Have you guys signed?
Guys, hold on, guys. The thing about contracts in football is that there's this moral code that you're talking about. It's not a
moral code, man.
It's the thing about contracts is pretty normal. Like players don't have to be forced to sign anything when they want, when they can. Things can go on a long time.
Code, man. It's not a moral code. We're not talking about moral code. You sit in a negotiation with George Mendes and Renato Sanchez.
Lair. I'll have the same situation. Let's say you are PSG fan. Now Mbappe wants to leave for free. Then he should bench him, and imagine by the end of the season he wants to renew with PSG. So you'll have the same opinion. No, you leave for free, man. No, come on.
No. Why?
Of course you're gonna tell me.
It's not the same thing.
But you cannot change your position with morality on just a football result. It does not make sense to me.
Anwar, I'm sorry, Anwar. It's not the same thing. Let's stick on Kessie.
No, it is, man. It's because the same thing for Messi.
Every player has the right to wait till the end of his contract.
Listen, it's not the same thing. Listen to me. What I was saying, Maldini, Kessie is saying, I want 8 million. So Maldini is moving to find his replacement. And his replacement is Renato Sanchez. When you sit in a table with Jorge Mendes and Renato Sanchez to have a negotiation so he can come next season and play for us, the negotiation is not just about money. It's about Renato Sanchez is asking how the team is going to play, how the coach sees him in the hierarchy of the players, how many games he's going to play. Is he seen as one of the first choices? Jorge Mendes was to assure that is Kessie leaving because I want my guy to play most of the games for it. So when a guy decides to come to AC Milan for that position, he's gonna come to be the main man. Not what? I want to sign you, but
if I have Renato Sanchez,
this is how you think about middle club teams.
If I have Kessie and Sanchez, I know
No,
who's
Roy.
playing. They're both
No,
playing.
No,
you
Roy.
need
Yeah, but
competition in the
Roy,
locker room,
I'm
Larry.
sorry.
And
No.
also Sanchez plays in many positions. It gives a
No,
team with many solutions.
Sorry,
Like you're not
guys,
playing the
but
same game. I
guys,
mean,
you need
team life,
what?
you need quality. You need many quality players. You can't just
Listen,
have.
but we are not in that position that when we sit with Renato Sanchez, George Mendes, we need to give certainty to these people. And you don't give certainty with these people saying, yeah, but if Kessie accept my offer,
Laird,
I'm
I
not
have to
sure you're
stop
going
you
to play
there.
because
Laird.
Pioli likes Kessie a lot.
Okay, first of all, Laird.
I mean, Laird. So
Laird,
is
I have
Messi?
to
Is
stop you
Messi?
there.
Is
Laird.
Messi saying, "Yo, if I come to
Alright,
PSG, make sure Neymar doesn't play"?
Don't go Messi Neymar, man. He's AC Milan. Stay on AC Milan. But he
Laird.
needs to convince. It's
See-
not like this. He doesn't accept. Sven
But, okay,
Botman
he-
doesn't sign a contract for AC Milan, and you tell them, but you know what? If Romagnoli signs his contract, maybe you have to fight for your position. No, man, it doesn't work like this. It doesn't work like this. at that level.
Like football
Okay,
teams
Laird.
want to
do you
put
know-
is an assembly of the best football players that you can get. If you have the opportunity to have
No, that
many
is FIFA.
quality
That is
players,
a video game, Roy.
No,
I'll
that
stop
is
you
true,
there. It's a video
Laird.
game.
Okay,
that
There
is
is human
true.
beings.
So
Laird,
are you saying that Bayern's bench
I'll have-
is bad? Are you saying that
People
Barcelona?
Roy. People are begging to move to Bayern. No people. No
What
one is
about
begging to move
Milan
to
when they
AC
have
Milan.
Rui Costa and Kaká? Why do we?
Why you're going there?
Exactly.
We're talking about
And,
this Milan, man.
Roy,
We're talking about
no.
Roy. I'm talking about this Milan.
About
Let's
this
stay
Milan.
But
real.
if you want
let's
to
take
make the
this
growth, you have to add quality
But
players.
it's not, Roy. It's not on our hands. I'm talking about how other player behaves with you on negotiation.
No,
Okay,
Mike
listen,
Maignan-
listen,
Sorry,
like, a player
Roy.
can't. Hold on, let me say this a minute. A player can't say, "Hey, I'm only going to sign if you say that guy has to go. I play every game.
they're not
I'll
saying.
smoke cigarettes while everybody trains."
No,
No, a
Roy.
player has to earn his minutes. If Sanchez has
Roy,
these demands,
no one is
if
saying
Sanchez
that.
has these demands and then comes to
No.
Milan and then
He's not.
he smokes cigarettes, he's not playing.
Okay,
No,
first
Roy,
of all, I have to correct
I
something.
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Laird, can I say something first? First of all, Sanchez is not a first-team player, even in Lille. He plays some of the games. He played 17 this season. So it means he did not play all of the games. That's the first point. But second point, going to Milan is his best thing ever in his career ever. He went to Bayern. I don't believe that Bayern is better than Milan, historically speaking. So I think going to Milan is the best, most prestigious things he's gonna ever do in his life. So I don't think he has that power. He's not Cristiano to tell me I'm coming if I'm playing as the starter. This is Sanchez. He needs to prove himself, man. It does not mean for him he's gonna start, man. We already have starters. We have Tonali and Ben Nasser. You need to make your positions there with them. Bro, it's not that easy for any player now to come to Milan and say, okay, I am the starter in this team.
No, I'm not saying, guys, it's gonna be the starter. You don't.
But this is not how you. For me, I don't think this is how you go about Sanchez in the contract. You don't offer him that contract with that much power. You offer him a contract where you say, you come to Milan. This is the best thing in your life. You're gonna compete for a higher position ever in your career. You can achieve better things in your, and you can actually become the starter for Portugal. He's not.
Now, listen, I get it that having Cristiano Sanchez is a dream. It probably is not going to happen. Maybe it's one or the other. But, I mean, if we had both, it would be amazing.
Okay.
It would be amazing.
Let's say we get Sanchez and we decide to keep Atli for another year and keep Pobega for another year because now you have Sanchez. Wouldn't that be a better future for you as a team?
Any team with Sanchez in your team is a better future.
Anwar, I'm trying to explain it.
This is not Narnia. This is what the best teams in the world do.
Me as an AC Milan fan, I want Modric, Kessie, Sanchez, Pobega. I want the 10 players in the bench, and I pick them whatever I want.
No,
real life doesn't work like this.
But like the thing about
the realistic
I have to finish
part,
it. I have to finish it. Real life doesn't work like this. When you sit on the table with fucking Bakayoko, you tell Bakayoko, Tonali, he's first.
Bakayoko is not a Milan player, first of all.
No. I'm talking about any time. I'm giving you an example.
You need to specify because we have 3 players.
No, but Tonali is first because Tonali earns it in training, Larry. He doesn't say. He doesn't say. It's not in his contract.
Listen to me. I want to finish this concept. because I don't want to fight because you guys are not gonna change my opinion. You're not gonna change my opinion. So I'm gonna try to explain my opinion now. So when you tell a player, can you come, Giroud, do you want to come and play for AC Milan? Giroud say yes. What is on the table for me? It's 3.5 million a year, and you're gonna be the second choice of Ibrahimovic. Okay, I like that because I'm sure Ibrahimovic is gonna get injured. I'm gonna play Ibrahimovic, so I'm gonna have my 20 games a season. And he signs the contract. Now Renato Sanchez come here and he says, okay, I want to sign for AC Milan. What is on the table for me? You know what? You're gonna fight your position with Tonali, Benacer. Tonali and Benacer is gonna be on these two positions, and we have Bakayoko that covers you guys and covers everyone.
Bakayoko, we still
and also
like
Kessie. Why can't he fight
exactly.
against
If
Kessie?
you start to tell him, you have Tonali, Benacer, but maybe Kessie can sign, so you're gonna be fighting with Kessie, Benacer, and Tonali, saying, you know what? Thank you very much. I'm signing.
Okay, so if Sanchez doesn't have the personality to fight against his players, then he shouldn't come to Milan. Then he shouldn't come to Milan.
Let me finish. But if Maldini puts that in the plate, it doesn't have a post Kessie, so he still is without a midfielder. Right now,
what I'm trying to tell you, I've seen this in Real Madrid.
What I'm telling
no,
you.
Listen, I know what you're coming from. All I'm saying is that the best things come about this.
Come about this
differently. I'll tell you cases of players who were sold because they refused competition in their position. First guy is Schneider. Second guy, Ozil. Third guy, Robben. A lot of these guys wanted the first position. Di Maria. All of these guys wanted to be the starters everywhere, and they always got sold and they always got replaced. And if you take the case of Real Madrid, you have to look at Asensio, Isco. Both of them are starters, but they both play the same position. That's what I'm saying. Even Pioli says it. He says, I don't have two starting players. I have three of them. It's Benacer, Kessie, and Tonali. If you add Sanchez to that equation, I think it's only beneficial to Milan. It's not going to hurt us in any way, man.
No, but you don't understand. Put your shoes
But I'm saying if he goes to Madrid, I'm saying if you go to Madrid, it's even harder.
Anwar,
I'm saying if Kessie goes anywhere, it's even harder, man, than Milan.
Anwar, I'm not against your concept. I'm trying to make you understand Maldini.
I got your point, man. But I'm saying in terms of his
that's the part that I find
and sportive ideas, this is wrong. What you're saying there, I think this is
not.
I think what you're saying is wrong. I think what I'm saying is more beneficial to the club. This is what I think, man.
No, guys.
Vanwar, I'm not saying that it's not beneficial to the club. Maldini cannot convince a player to sign a contract.
I'm saying things
if there
change,
is a
man.
situation
Conditions
like
change.
this.
But
I don't know about that, man.
If you don't cut the cord with Kessie,
all right.
cannot.
I'm saying,
how did they convince Kaká to come to Milan when Kaká had Rico?
Because Kaká was no one.
And whose son? Sanchez
wanted him.
Kaká won a World Cup. Sanchez, what
we
is
are
Sanchez?
no one in this moment, man. We were top of the Champions League group right now.
I don't think it's going to be an issue. It's not going to be an issue.
No. All I'm saying, Laird, big teams, they go about quality and competition inside the locker room.
That is extremely important.
This is where we should get. We should not say this is the best. No, we're not there yet.
Honestly, the real cognitive dissonance that I'm having with your argument, Larry, is this idea that Maldini has already decided that Kessie is not an AC Milan player and that negotiations are gone and they already decided that they're not going to renew him. That to me is I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
And
I think he's already moved on. He's already cut all the things with Kessie. Kessie is not even dealing anymore with Kessie.
Let's say by August, last day of Mercato, Kessie resigns with Milan. It means he kept his word.
He's not going to resign for it.
No, but
Maldini is not even having meetings.
The end of that story, it means he said, I'm going to resign. End of Mercato, he resigned and he kept it. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Things change.
I completely see, because we've seen it, that Maldini is definitely already working on Plan B. Probably Ali was part of it, and he's definitely already not. He's not going to be crying over Kessie. I mean, he's going to regret it maybe, because I think they find a lot of value in Kessie. Pioli loves Kessie. Pioli will play Kessie every single game, even if Kessie is 60%. So I just find it very difficult to believe that they've cut ties with the court there. I think if there is a possibility to sign, they will do it.
Yeah.
You will see that. You will see that. You will see interviews saying that. I mean, for me, Maldini, when is the last time he had a meeting with his agent?
We don't know, man. You cannot trust what these media is. You don't. We will only know Laird. All of this is only speculation. All what we're saying. So
I've seen this film before, man. I've seen
no.
before.
Every case is special, Laird, because you have. No, I'll tell you cases. At least we did not lose Messi for free. I can thank God I'm not a Barca fan, because
No,
imagine.
I'm talking about AC Milan.
No. All I'm saying is that all big teams, they struggle with contracts this year. So Ramos, the captain of Madrid for 15 years or 20 years, he's gone for free. A lot of things are happening in football lately.
I'm not blaming Maldini, man. Maldini, I'm not saying Maldini is not offering any.
I'm saying financially speaking, even financially speaking, forget the sports, the moral standing, whatever. Even financially speaking, that's the best deal. You get a very young player, promising player for a fair price, and he can develop in a much better price. And you have Kessie renewed now. And even if you don't want him in the team, you can resell him.
We're not renewing. You cannot do these things to people, man. You cannot tell.
Why,
okay, I
bro?
renewed. What are you talking about, man? If a player renews, it means he wants to play in that team. You can not do dodgy things with. You can do that with the Primavera players.
Things happen with players like this.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Come on, Liar. You have the right. You have the right to wait and see. You have that right as a human being. First of all, as a free person, it's in the contract that says there's no obligation to sign on a certain day. You have the contract. It lasts up until
the very last day.
You have the right.
That. And I know that Maldini has the right to don't offer any contract to Kessie and tell him to walk out for free.
Okay. No, so that is an opinion. I don't know. Maybe it's true. I'm not connecting those dots. I think they find a lot of value in Kessie, and I think Kessie is just
about the value, man. It's about I'm done with Kessie. That's it.
No, man, you cannot say forget about the value there.
I think one of the targets. The thing is.
But guys, one of the targets, Roy, I want to say one point. One of the targets of Elliott management is to make the Milan value as a squad better every year. Letting go of these players this way is not helping that value go up. So I don't think they're meeting that objective as Maldini, as a management. So he has to try. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, if the opportunity comes to his hand and he has the higher hand, I think he's going to bite and he's going to take it, man. And if he's reasonable enough, that's the best way to go about it. I think it's gonna come to that point, Lair. I think after the African Cup, after the season ends, I don't know if Milan is gonna win the Serie A or not. Either way, it's gonna come to the point where Kessie will have to sit with Maldini again and retalk the contract.
No, he's not an AC Milan player anymore, man. I mean, in 6 months, he's not gonna be an AC Milan player.
Maybe that's true as well.
Let's talk about something else. Basil, do you want to talk about this Kessie, or do you want to talk about something else?
What's the next game, guys?
I said my opinion, so like I said it like long time ago, but the only thing I'll retract is I would say at this point is like if Kessie truly comes back and say, "Oh, I want to sign," I think Maldini will sign him. So that's all I have to say. Let's move on to some other stuff because we spent like last 30 minutes talking about Kessie.
30 minutes is nothing, man. We spent 4 hours talking about one topic.
No, but you know, the only
guys,
we spent 4 hours talking about Juve. Huh?
Are we playing Juventus?
Okay, man. You know how to get back at me, man.
What about Coppa Italia? Tell me your formation in Coppa Italia, Vasily. Who would you play?
Wait a second. Is it our next game, Coppa Italia?
I think, midweek is Coppa Italia.
Against Genoa, correct?
Yeah.
So I think we're playing next week in Serie A, first of all. I think we're playing
Spezia,
and after we play Juve, right?
We play Monday.
Spezia.
Monday.
So we have like a rough week, like three days a game, right?
Already on Monday, there's a game? Holy shit.
Not this Monday, man. Next Monday. So basically in 10 days, almost 8 days. We have 8
No,
days
yeah,
between.
Thursday.
Oh,
Thursday on the 13th we're playing Genoa, and then Monday
Coppa
17th
Italia.
with Spezia. Yeah, Coppa Italia, and then Spezia on the 17th, which is my day off, so I'm gonna watch that shit for sure. And
It's
then
Monday.
yeah, it's day off in America.
Guys, I have a question for you guys. Tonali, did he get that yellow card on purpose? What do you guys think?
Of course.
I think so.
Well, if he's done that, he's smart about it.
I mean, he wants to play against fucking you, merda motherfuckers. Excuse my French. A little bit got emotional when I see Juve, man.
Yeah, and we need one of the midfielders. You cannot show up against Juve with just 2 midfielders, and the other one is not even in the bench. So that's the problem. The Pioli asked him to do that because he needs 3 midfielders, 2 playing and 1 in the bench against Juve.
But in terms of Genoa, man, to answer your question, I think it's gonna be Giroud that will play instead of Zlatan. And I think I think Pioli will rotate. I don't know. He might actually maybe start like Messiah on the right, and the usual Diaz, and then probably
Maybe Casti.
I mean, Casti deserves another shot to just before he leaves this club. Like he's been always good to the club in terms of like he always put his 150%. So that's all I'm asking of every player, man. Just put some effort. And Casti, he always put an effort. His ability, we all know it's kind of hit or miss, but effort-wise, I believe like if he put him, nothing is wrong because I feel like he can do pretty good against Genoa. Even though Genoa is coached by Sheva, but Genoa is a shit team, man. It's a shit team. So I don't see us having problems against Genoa.
They said Casti has COVID.
Oh, he has COVID?
I think so.
That's
100% sure?
No, what the chat is saying.
Oh, the chat is saying Casti has COVID, is not available. Hopefully, I'm not sure about the COVID thing. I haven't heard Casti having COVID, but yeah.
So more probably, if he has a COVID, then it's either Messiah or Salad Maker, man. So
how was Maldini's son today?
Maldini's gonna start for sure against Genova.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play against Sheva.
Oh my god, I would love to see that.
So Maldini's gonna play. I guess probably Rebic is gonna start.
You know what I think he's gonna do? I think he's gonna keep Maldini for the Spezia game because he scored against them in the.
Yeah, that was his first goal or something like that.
So I think he played very well against them. So I think he's gonna keep him for that game.
No, he's gonna play in Coppa Italia.
Yeah, he's
gonna play.
I think Coppa Italia is where he's gonna play for sure.
I think Pioli is gonna try for Coppa this year.
No, he doesn't care. He's gonna try because
I think he's gonna try for a title because Serie A is not for sure. So you need to try at least for one title.
Well, Coppa is for sure. You think Coppa?
Well, no. All I'm saying is that you need to try everywhere. So you got out of Europe, so you need to try on both ends now.
So we got Inter that is running away, but like crazy on the first place.
Then the thing is, you seen these teams playing against Inter? Like no one is really challenging them enough.
No, they run a lot. That's why it looks like.
I'm actually looking at the schedule. Next one is Super Coppa Italia final on Wednesday against Juve. That's Inter schedule. Then Atlanta on Sunday.
Away? I hope it's away.
Away, man.
Because the only way for them now to drop points, I think, is away games.
Yeah, and against Atlanta, man, I'm honestly have a feeling that it's gonna be minimum a draw. I
hope Atalanta wins, man.
That's a minimum, but I'm hoping for Atalanta to win actually, so we can step over.
Do us a favor, at least somewhere.
Once every 10 years, man. They can do us a favor, man. Seriously, man.
I don't know about that. Atalanta is good, but Inter is good.
Do you see Laird any team challenging Inter in San Siro? Because honestly, all of them, I've seen them like it's like they start the game and mentally like they are already losing it.
It's just Inter runs a lot, guys. Inter runs more than the opposition. I think it's not a balanced team because they leave a lot of space behind. But in terms of running, they run more than the opposition. So they do that massive, that incredible pressing.
Yeah.
They press a lot to the opposition, and the opposition loses the ball.
Well,
It
most
feels
of the
always
Italian
tired.
teams, they're quite slow as well. So like not I don't see a lot of them playing counter-attack football, or most of
I
them
think Inter is gonna go through against Liverpool. Inter is gonna go through.
no,
You know,
man.
Wow, I would love to see that. Oh my god.
No, I
And
don't
I'll tell you,
see
I'll tell you
that.
what, If they go through against Liverpool, they can actually win the Champions League.
Really?
No, I don't believe that, man.
Are
I
you
believe
doing?
I
Are
believe
you
they're gonna
are you
get
doing
beaten
the?
by Liverpool, man.
What are you doing, Larry? Are you
I'm
playing
actually
games or
no, I'm being
are you
serious. I'm being
serious?
serious because you don't need to jinx. If you really don't believe Inter is going to, I really think that if they win against Liverpool,
Are they playing in
go
San Siro first?
I really hope so. That'll be great.
Yeah, I think they're playing in San Siro first, then in Anfield. I don't think they're going to.
I
Liverpool
think
is
they're
so
gonna go
strong this
through.
season.
They're gonna go through. They're gonna go through, and I want to see how they go through. If they go through in the way I think they're gonna go through, they can win the Champions League.
No, man, I think they're not on that level yet, man. I think they will strong. I think only in Italy it shows where they are strong. But if they were playing in new Champions League quarterfinals, semifinals every year, I think they would get beaten every season. And what proves that I'm right is that over the last 4 years they qualified and they got out of the group stages, even in weaker groups. So
you know the best part, guys. I'm looking at the score: Juventus 4, Roma 3. The shitty Roma could even score 3 goals again this
no,
Juve team.
Roma are not wolves anymore. They're barking, so they're changing or transforming into something else. Because
The only reason I was laughing at it because we destroyed them like little
but
fucking babies. And then
Vasily, do you know what that is? That's Mourinho's effect on the team. Whenever he goes, he gets all the fans behind him, throwing shit at refs, at other teams, and he does that. Like he gets these fans with him every time.
But you know that hype that everybody had around Mourinho when he first joined, I was like, honestly, man, not with this team, man.
I think he lost his touch. To be fair,
I think
Not with any team, man. If you give the best team in the world to Mourinho, he's gonna do a mess.
no, I
He's
think
gonna
he had his great moments. He dominated for years. To be fair, and
I'm
then
talking about now. I'm talking about
but now I
Now
think
he's not
right
able.
now I think he completely lost his touch. I think the best thing for him is to go to a team without that much pressure. Like go back
Yeah.
to Porto or something. Maybe he
Now,
could try.
best thing for him is to work for Sky Sport, man. Do a content.
Yeah, that could be a great deal for him, man. He's
I
gonna
mean,
get
He's a
he has
a
a
lot
great
of
lot of
he's
money,
a great
stories.
man.
entertainer. He's a great
Yeah, he has
Yes.
a lot of stories to
No,
say.
he's
knows
great for
about
media.
football.
He's gonna work for media. Like
He's gonna ask the right questions to managers, put them in a difficult position.
he's gonna say a lot of shit about players. Like
He will be
Exactly.
great.
But
But
I
as a
think
manager, he's finished.
But I think he has fair. Like whenever I listen to him on shows or something, he always for me he sees what's weak on the side. Like he can spot that on the team, and I've seen him spot that every time whenever I see him discuss something on football. Though I think he lost his touch with the players in the locker room, the way he affects them. Uh, I remember in Porto, or even Inter or Chelsea, they all were fighters. It's not just players. Like it's a different lockers he had.
My thing about Mourinho is that when he first came to Milan, to Roma, he had that press conference. So the
Thank
idea
God he did not come to Milan.
it's a 3-year project. He said this first year, we're not going to play for any trophies or anything like this. Second year is going to be a building year, and third year is going to be the important year. So I want to see if he can do it in 3 years. If he can make Roma 3 years.
Right, guys, wouldn't you agree with me saying that Roma is actually where it is? Looking at the team.
Every year, Roma is there.
But compare it to Atalanta. I think Atalanta has a better team. Compared to Juve, I think Juve has
so
a better team.
so the project is to make it better, make it competitive in 3 years.
So
if he
the
can
fact
do it,
that he drew some games, he won some games, and even he gave big obstacles some other games. I think if it's by 3 years, I think he can come there if he gets better players.
Yeah, if they give him time, man, Anwar, if the
I think
management
he can challenge.
Yeah, if the owners give him time and don't fire him after this disaster, I mean, losing to Milan, they give looks like they gave more fight to Juve 3-4. That's like a fighting game, not like against us. We should have won like 4-0 without even sweating, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, like honestly, man,
He
everybody
won the
knows.
derby too, I think, right?
No, he lost the derby.
He lost.
He
Yeah.
lost everything this year, Vanuar.
He
He's
didn't win any big team this season, or what?
he's gonna lose his virginity again.
I think he won.
Really
He only
don't like
won
him
one
here.
game. I think he won against Atalanta. That's it.
He won against Atalanta, and if you ask him how
In a big fashion, though. In a big fashion, though. They
how
destroyed
did
that
you
plan.
win? He doesn't know what to say about it.
But
Ah.
besides that point, what I want to say, guys, is that we still need a strong Roma for Serie A competition, though. Like you have to have them in a strong
Yeah.
position, and I don't want
Like-
Roma like kind of fade away because I actually like Roma. I hate fucking Lazio. Like never liked that piece of shit SS team, man. Like fucking. Anyways, I'm not gonna go into that, but
No,
like,
don't.
but I just want to say that like we need Roma to be like good, at least. So what they're going through, man, I have a feeling that if they invest decently in the summer and they keep Mourinho,
Yeah.
they'll be in the top 6 for
Well,
sure next
I
year.
think their
for sure.
owners are ready to invest, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
They already invested a lot of money, man.
I
but
think
but
they're
it's
getting
gonna
more.
take time, bro. I think for him, I remember Milan when it first started. We were in the same position almost.
Even worse, maybe, probably.
Wouldn't you agree? Like before Elliot, we were really there, like struggling.
Yeah,
just
oh,
to
No,
get
no,
to
but
Europa.
no. I agree with you. But at the end, what made us, get out of that situation was the coach.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not
Maldini
just the
got-
coach. It's Maldini,
No.
Ibra, management. Like everything works so well together. to get there.
But the main factor that actually the catalyst that actually made all the other variable work was the coach.
Well,
I
to be
understand
fair with
the
you,
va-
for me, Laird, I think it was Ibra when he
No,
came
if you
back.
put Gianpaolo, Ibra is not gonna do miracles.
No, Ibra
If
would
you
get
put
rid of
Gianpaolo-
Gianpaolo.
I think
He's not gonna
Pioli has been
No,
special.
no, I think
Sure.
Pioli's been special, but Ibra just brought this whole mentality to the team. Like he,
You know, if Ibra came when
No,
Gianpaolo
man.
was
Pioli
there,
save us.
no. Laird, even Pioli said it. He said before
Yeah, but
Ibra,
Pioli
the
has
team
to
looks.
say that, man.
No, but it's true. Even Maldini says that. Like you can
Guys,
see,
Ibra can do only so much. I mean,
like, he can help in the locker room.
Guys-
It's not
Oh, no,
just
yeah.
about playing.
yeah, absolutely.
something
He's one of the
Vasily,
leaders.
Vasily, go for it. man.
something funny, man. Because if Ibra came and Gianpaolo was still a coach, Ibra would fucking fire that motherfucker. Man.
Exactly. Because,
That's what I'm saying. That's the importance of
but
having
you
Ibra.
know, no guy can fire Mourinho because Mourinho, in terms of trophies and personality, is bigger than anyone else. So that's why you need to.
Cristiano
change the
fired
coach.
him there.
Oh, but Cristiano is another situation.
Cristiano
so
is
the-
special, man. That's a special player, man.
Cristiano has more trophies than Mourinho, by the way, and costs more than Mourinho. So you need between both two of them, you need to get rid of Mourinho, not Cristiano.
Yeah, the money he brings, man, it's unmatchable, man.
Exactly. But when I say Pioli changed everything, I'm saying that before Pioli gets the job, we want to change all the 22 players we have at AC Milan. We think, apart from Teo Hernandez doing all those crazy runs in the beginning of 2019, we hated Calabria, we hated everyone. Everyone was shit. Pioli comes in and suddenly 90% of the players look good. So Pioli is the missing piece, the guy that makes work everything else around him. It's like cooking, man. You need a good pasta to make a decent dish, of pasta.
true, man.
But without a boiling water, you're not gonna cook that pasta.
But before Ibra, we lost more games than we won with Pioli. That's true as well. We saw it.
No, Ibra was important. Ibra is important. I don't know if it's equal like Pioli, but Pioli is the
But for
guy.
me,
that
it was
actually
it was
runs
straight
everything.
impact. Like the first game, I saw something in the players different. They were running, and for me, that changed. Like I saw difference in Teo, in Kessier, in a lot of players that I saw. Even Leao, man, Leao has been the best growth with the Ibra.
Yeah, no, Ibra is important. I always say that. I always approved the Ibra decision because and my opinion about Ibra is simple, guys. If at that time Quagliarella was scoring 30 goals a season and he was 38, 36 at that time when Ibra signed for us. And I was saying, man, if Quagliarella at 36, 37 can score fucking 25 goals a season, Ibra can score 15. That's the player we need. We need a guy with charisma that scores 15 goals and then makes other people around him play well. It's a no-brainer, you know? But going back to Roma, if Roma gets the right coach, the Pioli type of coach that makes everything work, that give a value to your young player, actually you can add an experienced player and you have a top 4. You're running for top 4 seriously, not like they're doing now. Roma and Lazio are like Arsenal and Tottenham. Their season is just to have more points than the others.
I would say going for top 4, qualifying top 4 for Roma this season is an overachievement. I don't think they belong there on paper.
Because they're doing things wrong. That's the thing.
No. I think on paper, coach. When I look at the squads, I think Atalanta, Juve, Milan, Inter have the best teams. Then if Napoli gets there, I think Napoli can challenge as well. But for me, these are better teams than Roma, definitely.
No, man. When Gasperini buys Gozen the first time, Gozen for is at the same level of how's it fucking called, that Barbie with tattoos they have on the right, and Vinar. That these guys are like fucking Gozen, man. But Mourinho is a shit coach. Gasperini is an incredible coach and makes them work.
It's different approaches.
Malinowski is no one.
But Atalanta last year could have finished second as well.
Yeah,
like that's the level.
Good.
No, but they've been building that over years. You cannot compare someone who just came with someone who built that over 5 years or 6. It's not the same comparison, man.
You see the improvement straight away. In my opinion, just Mourinho.
I think if they get proper players in the summer, I think they can be something to be wary about because they can build around some players. They can build around Veretout against Pellegrini. They can build around Zaniolo if they get to his level.
Exactly, they have players, man.
But all I'm saying is that if they complete that roster, they can actually be something in the future. But it needs time. Like even for us, it needed 3 years to get there, man.
No, for us it took 18 months.
No, it took 3 years there.
It took 7.
No.
But to finish top 4.
No, sorry. When Pioli comes in, 6 months, you are fighting for top 4. You see the result. You see the team. You see the players. They play better.
He did not finish top 4.
No, but you're challenging. The season starts because Pioli comes in January. After 6 months, when the season starts, you were there. You were top of the table.
I think we finished where we belonged, Lair. I think we finished 6th where we belong. I think we had the 6th ranking team.
Anwar, after 6 months, it starts the second season now, Pioli. Because Pioli comes in January.
But we got players over the Mercato, right?
Which player? Diaz.
We got Diaz, Ibra, we got Tomori.
No, Ibra, he was already there. Pioli was working with Ibra. So we had Diaz and
Tonali, I think.
Tonali?
Salamakers.
No, Salamakers was there, but Salamakers, okay.
But I think all of the players who came with Pioli, I think these are the players who were brought.
These players, they came as second choices, and they were not.
Kier as well. Yeah. All I'm saying is that they got him like 10 or 11 new players in the team, and he got to for second position. So I'm saying if Mourinho gets that as well, maybe he could try a second year in Roma.
No, we're going to give him 3 years. We're going to give Mourinho 3 years.
That's the agreement with the coach. Like to give him 3 years to get
3 years, and after 3 years, they're going to play in the same way they're playing now.
No, I think after 3 years they're gonna fight actually for top 4 there. I actually believe because I believe money can get you at least to some level of competition.
No, man, they gave him the money at Tottenham. They bought him and Dombele. They bought him a lot of players that he asked for. And what he did at Tottenham, he took the team at 7th position and he left that the team was at 8th position. No game plan, no nothing. Mourinho is finished. Believe me, it's done. The Roma
I
is
don't
gonna
know. I don't
invest,
know.
of course. They're gonna buy in players.
Only future
After a
sells,
year,
man.
they're gonna play like this.
Guys, like team, like I actually was reading the comments, and team that lost to 6-1 to some Norwegian team, like who nobody
Exactly.
knows, definitely does not belong at this point as of today. Does not belong in top 4 of Serie A for sure.
Well,
But-
we lost 5-0 to Atalanta last year.
No, I mean Atalanta, bro. Like compared
But
to
still,
Norwegian team, like fucking Norwegian league, man.
I know. But
mean-
still, we lost we lost some pretty weird shit as well. Like
Dude,
even
we
with
lost
Pioli.
against Atalanta that year, and Atalanta fucking beat Man City, for fuck's sake. No,
You know, that game in individual for Mourinho was a game where he realized which are the players he wants to, keep, the players he wants to send away. I want to see what he builds, and then I'll judge. I think it's
Yeah,
early,
that is
but
too early to judge.
That's why I would say let's judge him by the end of not this year but next year.
Yeah,
if
by January next year.
Yeah, if he still looks like this shit, then he's done officially. He should not be
Yeah.
coaching any top teams. He should go to
and
mid-table just for his
try
retirement.
to build from there.
Yeah, just build from there, have a good time. I mean, he's still a decent coach. He's not like a bad
Yeah, yeah.
coach.
But I
But
think with a decent team, he can actually create a fight. Like
yeah, he can,
he
he
should
can
go to-
fight for something,
Yeah.
small. But
Well, even this season, I don't think that Roma in Serie A, at least, I saw them giving a fight to almost every big team.
you know
So,
what I don't. You know what I don't like about Mourinho is that he throws his players under the bus a lot. Like he doesn't.
That's his
try,
approach. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like that's my personal approach, like my personal opinion regarding him. That's one thing I really don't like about him. A lot of other things I like. He's a funny guy. He says some really stupid but funny shit. Like I like that entertainment part. But when you come to the team becomes your family, man. You cannot throw somebody because you fucked up. You cannot throw somebody under the bus just because. And he does a lot of that, man. Unfortunately, lately, I don't know what the fuck happened to him, like, but he acting like a little baby that cries all the time, I mean, come on, man.
Anyway, guys, I think we can close this live. Let's pick the last topic to close the live.
Close the live.
Yeah, man. 2 hours is more than 2 and 20 minutes. I think
Oh.
with another 20 minutes, we are done with this, man.
Shit. I guess I was away for like a couple weeks. Shit, man.
No, it's just keeps the conversation more interesting, because if we talk too much, we run out of our
Get repetitive and a bit.
Yeah, you get repetitive, and we say all the same things at the end. So I would say let's talk about Serie A a bit, because I watched a bit of Serie A recently, and I really had this opinion recently. My opinion is that if the top 10 teams in Serie A, they own their own stadium, Serie A can become in 5-6 years the best league in the world. Like, let's say when Milan is gonna have their own stadium, Inter is gonna have their own stadium, Roma, Lazio, Fiorentina, help me out. Sassuolo already has it. Juventus already has it. So Atalanta already has it. So if the biggest team in Italy, they have their own stadium, so they have an important economy behind. I think Serie A in a matter of 5-6 years after the ownership of a stadium, it's gonna be the best league in the world again.
What exactly did you see to make you think that?
I think there is a lot of the new coaches that are coming. The fact that they work hard, they try to learn a lot. They're getting more modern approach, more like, let's play football. I like the way Empoli plays. Sassuolo plays beautiful football. Torino likes to play good football, open football. I see Atalanta is an example. I really believe Juventus is gonna suck Allegri at a certain point and start to invest money and get a decent team. Inter, as much as I hate Inter, plays a great football. They play attacking football, aggressive football. Milan, I don't mind the way Milan plays football. I can put in that Fiorentina is investing and trying to play beautiful football. They're gonna build a new training ground. They're gonna build the stadium. They are really pushing for the stadium. Another thing is Roma and Lazio try to play beautiful football. The owners of Roma, I agree, they are investing. They really want to play beautiful football. So I think they're gonna fire Mourinho at a certain point and get another manager. So I feel like the if they have a stadium and consistent investment, the league is gonna come back and be really entertaining. And the look of the league is gonna look better because they play in new beautiful stadiums. You know what I mean? So it's gonna even look better to watch. So that's my opinion.
What's the deal with Roma and Lazio in their stadium?
I think they're gonna have their own.
They should
It's
have
gonna happen even for them. Yeah, it is gonna happen even for them.
How is that even possible that these teams don't have their own stadium? Why is
Because,
Italy? Italy is always 700 years behind everybody else.
Yeah, the government doesn't have
it's the structure, man. It's the bureaucracy. Remember, I think me and Laura talked about it, like,
yeah,
on a closed stream, not on online stream, but we talked about it. That bureaucracy, man, it's killing the country overall, not just in the football, man. Like, you look at other countries, United States, England, some European countries, they're more. It's easier to get things done. Like,
yeah,
startups, a lot of other things that in Italy you have to go through so many loopholes, man. It's like unbelievable. So if they don't change it, man, they're gonna become a, I don't want to call it third world country, but if they continue this pace, if they don't change their like approach to things, man, it's gonna be bad, man. Like, bad.
I think.
Yeah, if they do get these stadiums and they get more revenue and all this stuff, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, come on, Italy is football is food, is religion. They have everything they need to become.
And the Atalanta case, man, is appealing to everyone. The Atalanta case is like, fuck it, these guys are going top 4 every year, and they're playing attractive football. So
without a lot of money,
Roma?
Without a lot of money, man, too.
Exactly, not a lot of money, and still they're making money because TV rights from Champions League, from Serie A, finishing third, second, gives you a lot of money compared to Sassuolo or Sampdoria, teams like Atalanta, So they are attracted to this idea of, let's say, Roma owner. If I can make a system like Atalanta, I can be in Champions League every year, play beautiful football, and with the city of Rome, I can improve my marketing and sell more, have a beautiful stadium. So I think the Atalanta system, and Milan is following that in a certain extent, of course, in a different way, but that is the idea. Play beautiful football with up-and-coming players, not well-known stars. So I think it's changing the vibe in Italy. The Atalanta of the small teams is Sassuolo. Other small teams are like, oh, I want my team to be like Sassuolo, to play like Sassuolo, have young players, attractive players, so people can buy those players for 40, 50, 22, 30 million. So even Sampdoria, Genoa want to have that model as Sassuolo is having. So I feel like there is a change now in mentality, and having your own stadium is gonna put the money and the fuel to grow that mentality and to improve it even better. In Serie B, are trying to play better football, more, how can I say, more modern, more attacking type of football. No one is playing the catenaccio anymore. We can count few teams in Italy.
Fucking Juve is doing it.
Yeah. What the fucking Juve is doing it, and Agnelli looking at that is dying inside. He's saying, "Fuck, what is this?" But he cannot say it because he has to keep it. So there is a few teams between Serie B and Serie A. I think there is 4 or 5 teams that play defensive football. Before was the opposite. It was like 90% playing defensive football, 10% was playing attractive football. So I think it's changing. It's changing, and they need the money now, and stadiums are gonna give them the money.
I think one more point to add to it is they need to work on their marketing as much as the other leagues. Because when you look at La Liga, just based on language, it's available in most South American
Countries.
countries, a lot of European other countries, and because of the stars who play there, people follow it much more. So based on that, they have much more popularity, and that goes on even with EPL. Same
Yeah.
argument applies even bigger. So if you want to compete against that, you need to make your league more available. One thing for me to do it is to focus. I've seen this already, but to continue their focus on English-based content and share it as much as they can. So if you have the Super Copa, you do like the other leagues, you can try to go and promote it somewhere else in a different continent because you need those new fans. And that's what makes the league also make more money by selling its right. So by the end of the year, the winner of the Scudetto does not only get 20 how much, 25 million? Compared to EPL, that's nothing, man. That's like finishing fifth or fourth. And if you finish like sixth or seventh in Serie A, it's like finishing almost last in EPL in terms of how much you win. So
Well, to be honest,
if you give
the team that finished last in APL gets more money than the team that wins the Serie A.
so that
So,
gives it
so
even
you're
more
actually
power.
saying something too is even worse.
I'm trying to be too nice. Like
No, the team actually, to be actually even more honest, the team that gets promoted to the Premier League, you know that game
yeah,
they call it the 200 million game
yeah, they
because
get
they
more
get
money than the actual winner of EPL. I
they
think
get
even.
when they get inside the Premier League, they get 100 million for going to the Premier League. Plus, they get the money of the TV rights of the year they won that league. So they get
Yeah.
almost 200 million. They get
So,
the team that is getting promoted.
so
So they
imagine
have
if
a
you're a
200
smaller
million.
club in EPL there, and you have financial issues and whatever. You finish last, and you finish the year after first, and you go again in EPL. You just come back straight away with more money. That's
Yeah, no, money is
how
not an issue.
competitive it means to be in that league. And I think for Serie A to actually reach that gap, that's how you do it. You need to advertise more, make more people fan of your football, share it, make it, bring more. You need to help the clubs as well. If you give them more money, they can invest in better players and bring
But
more
that's the
stars.
government. In my opinion, it's the government. The league
Yeah,
cannot do a lot. The
yeah.
government
Because if you compare that to
stopping.
Spain, I think even Spain is like light years away. And
You know,
even if
the thing is, man, like that's devastating to hear, man, that the team from second division in EPL makes 200 million just to get promoted. That's
I think
insane.
even League 1 Vaccine makes more than
It's
Serie A.
it's and that's the thing. Like a lot of people complain, what the hell happened? Serie A used to be this and that. Man, that's the reason now. Like if you want to stay competitive, it's not just to have like what we think, just get a rich owner. It's a bunch of other small factors too, like what league you're playing, what laws you have to follow. Like certain countries, like we spoke, Italy is more bureaucratical. Like in England, you can get things done within an hour, so to say. Like you know
Yeah.
so like that's the problem. Like if Italy as a country, Serie as a country would not open their mind for, like I personally believe they need to get rid of all of those people that are in charge of Serie and bring like a completely fresh young blood that with new ideas completely, not this
Vasil,
old ways, man, like the
I
way
have
they
a
do
question
things.
for you. Don't
Yeah.
you think Serie A have seen some improvement lately? I think I have, to be honest with you.
No, they're doing better job, man, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough whatsoever.
But I'll tell you one thing. Here in the MENA region, they're offering free games on YouTube, the best 5 free games every week, every journey. So for me, when I watch MENA, I just go on YouTube, I find the live, and I can watch it.
What's the company's name, man? Sorry, like I.
It's Serie A. It's the channel of Serie A, but
Oh,
it's
it's
only in
channel area. Okay.
but it's
It's on
only in this
YouTube.
region.
It's on YouTube.
So that and a lot of people, even now in my country, where most people actually follow Spanish football, they're either Barca, Athletic, or Madrid, but heavily Barca or Real Madrid. And now all of them they're watching Serie A only because it's free on YouTube. Man, you just get open YouTube, you find the best 5 games of the week, every week, and that's great. That's great promotion. Even if you do it for one season, imagine you do that in every region every season for like 5 years.
You build
That's
the
a
culture.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think that's the right. That's what I'm saying. It's the good approach because the people who wanted to buy the rights in the MENA region, being sports mainly, they offered like twice less than what they offered to Spanish and the EPL. And Italy was furious, or Serie A was furious. Was like, we just won the Euro based on players playing in Italy, so you cannot tell me I should get half as much as they're getting because we just won the Euro. So we prove a point. And so they never made an agreement, and Serie A decided this season nobody is buying the rights in that region, so we're offering the region for free on YouTube.
I mean,
Man,
that's
yeah.
actually very good, man.
That's a mad decision, man. You're losing money, but you're winning so many fans in the long term.
It will pay you in the long run. It will pay
Yeah.
you back many
But
times.
even if they make this available on YouTube, like you can just go on YouTube, buy the subscription, and you can watch Serie A.
Exactly. And
Interesting.
if YouTube sees an interest in traffic for these games, next
They're
year
gonna
YouTube
make
is gonna
it.
say, you're gonna say, you know what, I wanna still run it for free, but I'll pay you to give me the
Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
And
I'll
you
do
build a
some
relationship with
ads.
YouTube.
Yeah, and they do like even like a program before or a talk in between. You have old players from Serie A and even in English, and you make that content available to everyone, so everyone can connect on YouTube and watch the game, and they understand, they love the passion. They can even go and learn Italian just because of that, based on that.
That's
It's gonna happen. Is the beginning, and the stadiums is gonna be the fuel to push this thing.
Yeah, I think
To
they need to
help
catch up.
go.
That's the worst part about Italy now, is that they are behind the current position. They're not at the same level or even alongside. So you need to catch up at least, because they're still progressing every year. They're making more money the others. So it's not like they're going back or dropping. So they don't wait for you. So you need to catch twice as much. So you need to grow very fast in the next 5 years. And I think they need to capitalize on the fact they won the Euro. So you use that as the main argument. And I don't know, like, just make more contact, and on if you do more contact, people are gonna watch. That's the thing. Like, it's so easy.
You know the other thing that I think Laura and me talked about, that what I like is the tendency of a lot of American owners buying Italian clubs, because they're gonna bring that marketing prospect, right. It comes along. It's already included, man. Because
One
they
good
know,
part about it, Vasil, is that Italian clubs, they offer more prestige, and they cost less. They actually will cost you less than going to buy in Spanish league or EPL. So, and it's better, in a better deal, better than going to buy in Liga, because at least Serie A at least has a fan base. You just need to build on it. League and they have a fan base, but only for the top teams. Like, you will only think maybe Marseille, PSG, Lyon, these teams, Lille maybe. But if you think about the lower teams, it's only the cities they're there. But if you think about Napoli, I think Napoli is a mainstream thing. I think people actually love Napoli, even if they're not a fan.
Napoli is, they have to thank a lot.
I see people in my country wearing Napoli shirts. They don't even watch Napoli. They just wear it for the fact
like,
it's good.
Napoli, like, the way this team became big is because of Maradona.
Mm.
So I think that after effect has been lingering and lingering for years, man. And, like, to be honest, because the new ownership came in, like, how many years ago, they are doing smart job. They're only one of few teams that don't have that, actually, like Napoli. They're financially sound team. So it's a good example. It's a great example how
To run a club.
how Serie A is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So we have some examples, and to be honest, man, I think Serie A has like huge potential, not just big potential, huge, to take over like La Liga, EPL down the road. Not like in the recent years.
Well, I don't think they're gonna take over. I just want them to reach that level. Like, it does not mean EPL is gonna go below. It means that you're gonna win new fans maybe somewhere else where EPL is not even present. So you don't try to fight EPL where it's present for like 60 years and people watch Man U play Arsenal every week. Don't fight that. That's the wrong market for you. You can try, but don't put all your money there. Actually, you go to a market where they don't have as much presence and you capitalize on that, because that's where the new fans are gonna be. And for the very long term, you think about new families, new people being born into that culture.
Yeah.
You see my point? Like, you cannot like go fight people who've been fans of Liverpool. I don't know, maybe in in some country in India, and they've been fans of Arsenal for like the last 30 years in that family. That's
Yeah.
hard.
I agree, man.
So
or you cannot fight like.
In South America, you cannot fight in South America Spanish La Liga because
think-
people love James, they love Messi, they watch them, they watch their people play there. So it's
yeah,
like
but you can fight that. It just you need
it's
to
gonna
do
be
it
hard
smart.
there. You
No,
know, La
you need
Liga,
to do it smart.
they watch La Liga with La Liga content because it's in Spanish. They
Yeah,
don't
no,
even
I
need to
understand.
put the effort. Like they just put it with the language there.
Yeah, no, I agree. That is so
That's
simple. They just
that's very hard to fight against. If you get even if you do it in English, it's easier for him to watch La Liga in Spanish, like a South American, I
yeah.
suppose. So that's the
But-
wrong market to fight in. We need to fight somewhere else. Go to North America. For me, North
Yeah,
America
no-
is the future of Serie A. I think that's the future of Serie A.
Yeah,
If you have Canada, American fans capitalizing on the Serie A market, and now you build a population there who now start watching football over the long term, and you play like the Super Copa there and stuff like that. You go also to the Middle East, to the MENA region in Africa. You try new, even in Eastern Europe, and you capitalize on that. Then you have this growth of population over the next 15, 30 years. We're going to support Serie A.
the World Cup in the United States is gonna be an important how you call it stage
Showcase.
to showcase your best players. So people, when they get in love with those players, are, oh, where this player is playing? Oh, AC Milan. I'm gonna follow AC Milan because I love this player. So that's how you start. Or I would say something. For example, the video game, the FIFA, EA Sport, they helped a lot the Premier League to grow because they pushed the Premier League so much on
And
the marketing.
Premier League pushed them so much as well.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
So they are basically because the Premier League understood that Americans play a lot of FIFA and they know nothing about football. So their knowledge is built thanks to the video game. So if you can actually create a marketing between the video game and the Premier League, people are gonna connect and follow the Premier League, and that's what people do. That's the thing.
And also, I think the way I see it is, if you're right now, if you're a fan of EPL, basically you play FIFA. You don't play Pro Evolution. I don't think that most people they actually play FIFA because that's the thing. That's the equation. But like if you speak to people who watch Serie A or La Liga, most of them they used to play Pro Evolution in the past.
Yeah,
because we have different approach. We didn't have the marketing of FIFA in Serie A in the past, but in EPL, I remember even in the early 2000s, FIFA was there in the marketing.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's how long it belongs to.
Yeah, I got back into FIFA. I got FIFA 22 on my Xbox, and man, when I logged in, I haven't played FIFA since 2015.
But they shit on Serie A FIFA,
what I'm trying to say is that like if you go to Serie A, Juventus is not Juventus, it's Pianamonte or some shit. Lazio is some Lorenzo something. Roma the same. So the branding names are completely off. That just shows.
But it also means they don't care as much, Vasir, right?
That's what I was getting at. That just shows you that Serie A for EA Sports is not important, and you have to get
money.
So like that, even simple example is this, like just video game shows you where Serie A is.
Of course,
right
it
now.
shows you the most, man. That's where the money is.
So
that's where the real money is. Like if you're gonna spend like I don't know how much on that team, you need to pay that team that much to actually market your product. It's a big contract. That's where actual management is. That's where you succeed in managing money or cash management for the next 4 years or 3 years. And if you build on decisions like that for like 2 years, then you have the power to push your club for bigger targets. You don't speak now, oh, I want to win Serie A. I want to win Serie A and Champions League because I have the funds to do that.
I think Serie A,
Milan is going the right way about it. Because I've seen a lot of digital marketing. Go ahead.
You know,
Nancy.
you sorry. You know, the only team in FIFA 2022 from Italy that has original name, original brand, original logo
Is Milan.
is AC Milan. So I
And
mean,
Inter as well. Inter as
Inter,
well.
both
Inter as
Milan
well.
clubs. Yeah.
So, like, on one hand, it's beautiful to see that we are working with them closely, but on the other hand, for Serie A, it looks like shit, man.
But
One of the reasons also, guys, Serie A is back is because Milan clubs are back.
Yeah.
Without them
Yes.
in the running for the Scudetto, Serie A means nothing for other fans.
It's boring. If you
Like, imagine if I'm a Barca fan, I would not watch Atalanta fighting Napoli for Serie A. Maybe that would be interesting, but I would be much more interested in seeing like 10 games of Inter and Milan going for the title for the last round.
Roy wanted to say something. Sorry, Roy.
Oh, no. I was just saying that in Pro Evolution Soccer, Milan is Lombardia or something. And so is Inter. And so is Juve, but we're not.
Yeah, they have. So basically, how it works with these video games, they have basically image rights. So AC Milan decided to have an exclusivity with
FIFA?
EA Sport, and other teams have an exclusivity with PES. So that's my point is, if I'm Serie A, I force all the clubs in Serie A to leave the rights to both the video games.
Yeah, some teams have both. Some teams have both.
Exactly, but that's because they leave the free rights to these video games. So if I'm a Serie A, I would say, you want to be part of the Serie A? You want to get the TV rights of the Serie A? You have to give the rights to the all video games for football to your club, so everyone can use your logo. Because that is seeing the future. You know, if you're running Serie A, you see the future. You see.
I think also those video games need to pay Serie A.
Yeah, of course. Serie A is gonna sit on the table and it's gonna say,
this costs money.
Yeah, but Serie A can say, you know what? Let's make this deal for the first 5 years. You can guys get it for free. Just sponsor the Serie A. Just use my logo on the game. Just push the league, but you get it for free. After we establish another deal. But we need to understand that the younger generation is playing video games. So that is a way to market the league, being on there with your real logo and with everything. This divisive situation doesn't help anyone and doesn't help the league. So you have to force club. You have to tell Juventus, I don't care you have a deal with PES that it lasts. As soon as your deal finishes, you are forced to give your logo and your image rights to all the video games. Even the video game Lart and Anwar are building. That is a crappy video game and wants to put your logo. I don't care. You have to force it to give it. So that's the Bundesliga is doing it as well. They're giving free rights to all video games. They are like forcing clubs not to close. They're trying at least, you know.
Yeah,
that's
I think that's the same. I agree.
Going in the same direction.
Yeah. For me, that's one part that they should really focus on. But I agree with you; they have potential to become the best league, but they need to work on it very hard, and it's not going to be so easy.
Guys, talking about becoming the best league, I still see EPL with just an advantage that I don't see it being surpassed. I mean, now there's a billionaire getting Southampton.
I think the country is the advantage in that case, Roy.
Exactly.
Like playing even if you play in championship, that's okay. You're a very professional player. You earn a lot of money. Like even playing in the second division is great in the UK. It's not a bad life. It's a great life.
It's real football. It's well organized. Clubs are rich. They have
so you get treatment, right? You
guys think that Serie A can surpass that again?
Well, they need to get rid of racism first. That's a big issue in Italy. I think if you don't fix that issue, it's gonna become hard for Italy to Serie A to become that international because people are gonna struggle with
aside from cultural.
But the problem is it's a heavy obstacle.
Talking about just like resources, like
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because
you think that Serie A can surpass for EPL as far as resources. I really don't.
I think not surpassing it. Not surpassing it. I see Serie A going really close in terms of resources, and when I see Serie A going close to resources, that means we're gonna surpass them on a sport level. I understand what I mean. There was so basically, if we manage to get the most out of the economy that football creates in a country like Italy, so stadiums are beautiful, people go there, consume, they buy beers, coffees, pizza, whatever, they buy shirts, they buy scarves, they do all that economy, and the team gets that money. We build a league that is going to be better than the Premier League. Maybe the Premier League is going to make more money because they are good at marketing and stuff like
I agree with that.
But
I think I
still,
agree.
the Serie A is going to have an important economy that is going to make happy everyone, and it's going to be such an important economy that is going to allow teams to say, no, I'm not selling my best player to the Premier League team, and you don't have the power to buy it because I'm rich enough.
No,
Even if I don't make your money, I'm rich enough to say no. And still, my league is more prestigious than yours because the player wants to stay here.
No, actually, I do agree with you. I think in Italy there's enough football knowledge, tradition to do that.
And it's gonna happen. And it just is a matter of having their own. If Inter and Milan have their own stadium, no Premier League team can challenge them.
Well,
yeah, I think so too. I think if Milan is given the opportunity to be its full potential, it's unstoppable. It's unstoppable.
Economically talking, that you make. So if Milan is having a 400 million, 500, 600 million revenue, like Man City, Barcelona, you cannot stop them.
No, they'll be a powerhouse forever.
Yeah, the supporters they have.
Yeah, they could be winning the Champions League every year. You're going to say, "Can Milan win the Champions League?" Yes,
exactly. Yes. That's the thing.
Well, guys, have you seen the recent news about the Super League?
What is the recent news?
Well, there have been discussions between Barcelona, Juve, and the Real Madrid, and they hired a new PR firm for their law court suit against UEFA. And they already won the first one, so they're paving the way for the next one. And now they are rediscussing with all the teams the strategies for reconstruction, the restart, and probably the triumph of the Super League. However, there are not rumors about Milan or the Big Six in London, reopened for negotiation, but saying that the project appears far from being dead. And next year it's gonna be a big fight between those three clubs and UEFA. They're gonna tackle them in all justice courts in Europe. So
that's gonna be fun.
Good luck for UEFA next season.
That's gonna be real fun. I knew that the Perez and Agnelli and these people here, they want to keep it going.
And Laporta is pushing it with Barca as well. It's not easy having those three pushing something.
Right. Because they know that they have this potential of making infinite amounts of money, and they just don't want UEFA way to do that. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a power of the elites. So it's going to be a war of the elites.
There is another news that it says, and that is, I'm pretty sure that is European Union is going to come out with a law that says you cannot launch a closed league. You're not allowed.
As far as I think one of the talks was this, that if a Super League happens, it has to have relegation, and teams can come in and out.
UEFA has been ruled now to lift sanctions on all the clubs, so UEFA cannot put sanctions on any of the clubs who discuss the Super League. So actually, those clubs are free to discuss it.
Yeah, that is what UEFA
I think
was
it's good
to
put some stress over UEFA just for them to rework. How
I think the moment the European Union defines the boundaries and says, listen, you want to open a new league between all European clubs. So let's say the Super League is going to be the top 6 clubs in every major domestic league in Europe can participate. you can do it. Make sure whoever comes in is a sport merit.
Okay, so just to put in the picture, guys, there are two lawsuits that I'm aware of. The first one is that they want to revoke UEFA's authority over the European competitions.
Exactly.
So
That's.
it should not.
I agree with that.
I think
it's
that's
gonna happen.
if they make
It's
that
gonna happen.
happen, I think they're gonna stop there. I think that's where they want to get.
That's what they want. They want the UEFA doesn't have any power on them.
Second thing, what UEFA did is that they filed a lawsuit against these clubs, and now they're discussing the legality in a Luxembourg, I think, court. So it's yet to be decided this year, I mean. So, but I think most of who actually voted so far, even in Madrid, they voted in favor of the Super League. So that's the thing. Like, if this PR firm can actually make it work because it's a lawsuit, you know how that goes. If they win it in a lawsuit, then they have the upper hand over UEFA. Like, legally, UEFA can do nothing to stop it.
Yeah, but European Union is not going to allow them to do a closed.
But this is in European Union.
Yeah, exactly. European Union is going to take the power to UEFA.
There's going to be stipulations for the Super League. They won't be able to do it the way it was originally planned.
Yeah, I think for me, it's for them just to push the envelope of UEFA absolute authority.
And it's the only way for them to get this going. They have to compromise.
But I think for UEFA, it's the good thing that these teams are now pushing them back, because you cannot just sit there and you're not the creator of these clubs. So these clubs have their own fans, they have their own culture. They just meet in your competition to do something. But now we're at a point where this competition defines most of the success of these clubs, either financially or on the sporting way. And you cannot hold that much control without discussing any of it with the clubs.
That financial fair play rule is just so terrible.
I think they need to look in every detail of the financial fair play, because I think there were massive things that were
it's such a blunder. It gave England carte blanche to become
not even PSG, man. Look at PSG.
Oh yeah, anybody who's got lots of money, but by England, because they have these multi-million-dollar contracts with the TV rights, it just gives them.
But Serie wanted to ask something.
Then they come to Milan. I don't get why they get so involved about Milan.
Because they know Milan doesn't have an owner. The moment they came to us, they knew that we were between two ownerships, so they could do whatever they want.
We need an owner who can stick up to them, who can.
But this owner can stick up to them.
That's what I love about Elliot, is that if they bring a lawsuit against UEFA, good luck to UEFA. There are sharks in this. Like,
now I don't know if Elliot is.
Elliot will not try to do this because they have other interests in other clubs, so they don't want to start a war with UEFA.
Right.
Roy,
I don't know.
Elliot is an expert on antitrust, man.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That is an antitrust. The UEFA power is an antitrust issue.
What does that mean?
Kind of there is a monopoly, basically. UEFA controls the economy of football.
That's how they want to portray the lawsuit this year.
They want to break that. They want that it's not UEFA that is controlling the.
So you would think Elliot would try and break that? Is that what you said?
Every club is trying to break that. Small clubs are not trying, because small clubs don't even go to European competition. Cagliari, Genoa, they never go to European competition, so they're not even trying. But all the other clubs, they want UEFA to don't have that control, because it's not fair. Even the domestic league don't want the UEFA has that power. They want that these leagues, let's call it. People are calling it Champions League, but at the end, the matter is clubs don't want the UEFA controls the Champions League. The Champions League should be controlled by a neutral company that runs it and takes all the money, and 95% of the money goes equally to all the teams that are participating. And the prize at the end, who wins it. That's what they want. They don't want UEFA, that is a private company that is dealing with that. And is in Switzerland. Yeah.
Hey, Laurent, your bro is back, looks like.
Oh, yeah. He's saying, ciao, Goofy. 2-1, see you next time. See you next time. We are there, man. You cannot hear. We are 1 point from you, man.
There's only two Milan teams, Milan and Inter, man. And you know who's better, man? You know exactly who's better. I'm talking to Laura's brother, man.
He knows, man. He knows exactly.
So enjoy your moment with Filippo what's it? Simeone Inzaghi. Enjoy your moment, man.
Limone Inzaghi.
Well, we see Inter as like the rebel little brother who we don't want you to get hurt. So finishing second to us is good. That's where you belong.
You know what that little brother, what it looks like? It looks like a small brother with a small dick trying to prove something.
No snake. You know the little brother who's a snake, you know.
That is funny, man.
The players now they're snakes. Like Hakan,
they're all snakes.
He reflects the whole Milan Inter thing. Like,
anyway, guys.
Well, I hope they lose next games in their away games because I think that's the only way for them to lose.
Man. Imagine
I hope they lose. I don't hope for
for
someone to get injured bad or to get COVID, but if they do, I hope they lose. So I'm praying on that as well.
No, man, they're gonna lose the Super Cup against Juventus. No, they're not gonna lose.
So, man.
No, they're gonna beat Juventus badly.
Juve is not so strong.
Yeah,
even
Juve
today,
is bad.
Roma was just bad for 20 minutes, and that's where they lost the game. But the whole game, I've seen Roma better than Juve.
That makes me smile, guys.
But also, that's how Juve wins. Juve can win wings like they play nothing and they win from a corner or something. That's how they win.
Yeah,
you guys know my opinion about Juve, man.
Oh, we all know our opinions about them. We also know Roy's opinion.
We also know that Roy hates Juve, so
of course.
No, I think Juve is an incredible club. But
he just wants to jinx them.
The problem with Juve is that it's like, man, you guys should be playing amazing, beautiful football. Like, why are you playing this disgusting, coward-like football? It's the game is about being beautiful. It's about being creative. It's about being magical. They're playing like cowards, like little scaredy cowards that are scared.
To be fair, I think with Pirlo they looked better.
People should have been given time. That's it, man.
Yeah, I think Pirlo was sacked too early. He was not given.
Yeah, I think they should have given him one season without Ronaldo.
Snake.
And he got them 2 titles in their worst season. Like,
snake.
Still, like he got some results.
Zebras, man, they are zebras. Even worse. Snakes are scary. Zebras are nothing.
Well, they're all animals. We stand as a devil.
Exactly, they're all animals.
Zebras are tricky, man.
We have eagles, we have wolves, and now dogs. We have zebras, we have snakes. We're the zookeeper, basically.
Exactly. Basically, we are the scary beast here, the devils.
So they all bow down now.
Yeah.
What is the Inter, man? What's their logo, man?
A snake.
Oh,
they're all animals.
They're all animals. Eagle, wolf, snake, zebra. You know what I mean?
What's Atalanta?
Laxalt.
Atalanta is a goddess.
Now they have Laxalt in their logo.
What?
They are the goddess. If you see, Atalanta used to be a Greek goddess.
Yeah.
La Dea, right.
La Dea. And who else? Sampdoria and Genova.
Yeah, what is Sampdoria? Well, Genoa's
basic emblems. They don't have much meaning. Like
Genoa's Grifone. Genoa's Grifone.
Grifone. So it's a
yeah.
mythologic.
Also Greek, right?
Yeah. Sampdoria.
Sampdoria, I think they have like a man in there. No. Like a figure of
he's a soldier, like a Spartan.
Okay.
Like a Spartan soldier. We are the biggest and the scariest beast in Serie.
We're the devil.
We are the devil, man. No one wants to deal with the devil, man. And you have to deal with that one day and lose.
It wasn't the Milan logo in the 80s or 70s. It was the devil.
Yeah. They had the devil emblem.
And we
So
have
this is what I
double-
want. What I
Size.
use in my gaming logo. That's what
Oh yeah, that logo. That was the
Yeah.
logo.
looks so sick, man. It looks so
I mean, we have the devil.
I'd love to
Ibra.
buy a
Ibra is
shirt.
the
If
devil.
if they do next year's third shirt with that logo, I'll buy it, man. In a heartbeat.
That would be nice.
Guys, we're gonna do a Rossonari shirt with that.
Yeah,
logo.
let's do that, man.
A Rossonari shirt to finance the channel, so to have better content, better marketing, better designs, better social medias, and maybe give away some tickets to watch the game, some prizes to the people. So we're gonna do a shirt to finance the channel. So if you want,
We still have a
Rossonari shirt-
promise to all meet in San Siro. So
Oh yeah,
before it
definitely.
closes.
I don't know. If
For
you can
me,
see it.
if borders opened by the end of this year and I get my things right, I can come like to watch. Like if we're actually in the run for Serie, I'll probably come, bro.
Oh my God, man! Don't say it.
Just think about it. How many of us will show up, man? That's gonna be dangerous, bro. Dangerous.
Yeah, I need to vlog it there.
Just think
Jesus
about it,
Christ.
man. Like all of us showing up, man. Holy shit, man.
Good question. Is Ari coming back? No one knows, guys. No one really knows. Ari is in between weddings. Looks
Who's
like
Ari?
that's in a nutshell what's going on here.
Ari is gonna
But
look
he
now
doesn't
like
even
the
know who's
freshman.
I just asked the honest question, man. That's
No,
it.
he's like one of the
He's
old
the guy that
guys on
launched
the
the
channel.
channel at the end. You know?
Oh, the Indian guy,
Yeah, Pakistani. He's originally from
Pakistani guy.
Pakistan.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's a funny guy, man. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, he's. I don't
So
know.
he's
He's
getting
busy.
married?
He's busy.
Well, he should get here sometime.
Yeah, he should get it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, by the way. It's great jokes, and you know what? Probably he's gonna get it. Just in few weeks, it's gonna come back.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean,
If he doesn't come back, we're gonna rebrand the channel, man. We're gonna take off his face here shouting. We're gonna put my face shouting or Roy's face shouting.
dangerous, man.
Oh my
Well,
God, Roy.
guys, I think
No,
I'm gonna go.
I think he was very busy and just trying to get his businesses together. That's what. Then he's traveling right now. He's traveling.
Well, guys, I'm gonna head out. It was nice
Me
nice
too,
talking
guys.
to you.
Me too.
All right.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan, everyone. Now more than
Yeah.
ever.
We're gonna
Ciao.
take it down, man. We're gonna make it happen, man. That's all I have to say.
Hopefully. All right, guys, take
Yeah.
care, man.
Everybody
Adios.
take it easy.
Adios.
Later.